Studio. Asheville 92.9 FM, 880 AM and 1400. The Sportsocracy, heard everywhere you go on the iHeartRadio app, and we are seen everywhere on YouTube. Just go to thesportsocracy.com. Click that live video link, subscribe to the channel, join us in the chat. You want to tune in to the YouTube channel so you too can see the newer, the trimmer, the slimmer Jeremy Green.
Somehow I cut my hair, I trimmed down my beard, and now everybody thinks I lost 50 pounds.
You did.
I don't know how that happened.
He's looking very svelte these days.
I had a meeting Friday, and the first words out of their mouth, I gave them the pitch deck, which has a picture of Tank and I from maybe 2 weeks after the draft. And the first thing he said was, well, the most obvious thing I see is that you've lost about 100 pounds. And in my head, I went, I'm 10 pounds heavier than I was in that picture. But okay.
But thanks.
But thank you. And if you see us on YouTube, you'll get to see Tank's, whatever you want to call them, dance moves, because we have breaking news.
That's right.
Who's gonna break the news?
That's the worst one yet. Unequivocally, that's the worst one yet. Jeremy was right.
Yep.
I did it again. I told you Terry McLaurin would be re-signed by the Washington Commanders.
Yes, sir, you did.
Before we had another show, and I made it by 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
We have 2 super chats on that as well.
Mm-hmm. Show me the money, the money, money. Show me the money. I like the cash. Show me the money, the money.
Tristan Johnson. Jeremy called the McLaurin extension with about 20 minutes to go before the show. The reason I wasn't more dogmatic about it, I was afraid it was going to happen during the show. Because it was never happening before today. I did get several messages of, man, you kept that close. And every one of them, I said, I had a pretty good source on that one. It's weird when you talk to somebody that works in the front office practically every day, how up to date you can be on the workings of an NFL football team. Tristan had another super chat with a question. Quick fantasy question. Jamar, or Bijan Robinson with the number 1 pick? It's funny you asked this because I had the number 1 pick yesterday. Well, I had the option to have the number 1 pick. And I dropped down to 3 for one very simple reason. You can't go wrong with any of them.
Okay.
I knew one way or the other I was getting Bijan Robinson, I was getting Saquon Barkley, or I was getting Jahmyr Gibbs. So for me, 3 is the best spot you can have. If I have my pick, it's Bijan. As evidenced by I've now drafted 4 fantasy football leagues. I have 0 that do not include Bijan Robinson.
Well, that's pretty good. That means you're picking. You got pretty lucky on the draw, then, did you? Picking pretty high.
That's not true. The league you and I drafted yesterday, I didn't get Bijan.
Oh, that's right. You didn't draft till like 10th last. Yes,
I drafted. I was last.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And it's quarterback premium, so I had to go Dak Prescott. Baker's stupid, Mayfield. Which made me angry.
Yes.
But then with my turn picks, I got Amon-Ra St. Brown, and I don't remember who the other one was now. It was a good one.
Yeah, I don't remember who it was. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I walked away from that team, and I walked away from that draft and went, I'm good at this. And then I looked at Tank's team and went, you should draft better.
Oh,
as evidenced by every time we do this.
Usually happens. All right, we got one from Colin. He says, what up, Jeremy? And first thing, Jeremy, how is the chat going to call you the Mullet King if you have no mullet?
I, from here on out, will go by a symbol and be known as the artist formerly known as Mullet King.
He says, and second thing, I'm loving my O-line for the Chiefs, and the first team offense was rolling. So there you go.
He should be happy. He should be happy. Hey, look, they traded, or at least I think they're going to trade Wanya Morris before a cut down tomorrow.
Okay.
Which should tell you that they feel pretty good about what they have.
Mm-hmm.
We also have 3 more super chats. You guys have come in just on fire today, which I'm a big fan of.
Money, 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 plenty of money. Give me loads of money, a lot of dough. No funny money. Just
Pro kickoff. Welcome to the House of Reprehensibles. We have cake.
Mm-hmm.
We're like an AA meeting for sports. Feel free to throw out your drug of choice. Mine is that I can't quit the Atlanta Falcons. I can't stop. I have at least a Falcon on every single fantasy football team. And sometimes it's 2. Because I keep finding – when I see Kyle Pitts Sr. in the 10th round, I can't help myself from going, I'm doing it. Let me pet that dog.
money, baby, get the money. We in the money.
Sir Jimothy keeping up a long-standing tradition of falafel, Jerry Jones, and Philadelphia.
Good job.
He's committed to that one.
He is. And I'm proud.
I am too.
Because the circus
every day.
continues. Right. Every day the circus continues.
We're going to get back to that.
Sure.
We have we have one more super chat, and then we're going to talk about Dallas just keeps doing stuff.
Take it easy, money, with a wink and a smile, like it ain't no thing.
I actually have that audio set to a sweet 90s sitcom that I'll be throwing out on our social media sometime in the next 3 days.
Excellent.
Great North said, if you want to draft better, listen to me and Zach Hurst. Don't be a tank.
There you go. Very good. Very good. All right. And then one more.
Take it easy, money, with a wink and a smile, like it ain't no thing.
This Friday, TGIF, Fat Chance with 2 fat radio guys that are just living the dream. Soaring Eagle said, Jeremy cut the mullet and the beard, and now he looks like Fernando Alonso. I don't know who that is. I'm going to Google it here in just a second, though. He said, I also just learned, or I was today years old when I learned fantasy Formula 1 is a thing. That's a thing. I mean, I'll bet on anything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know squat about F1. Frankly, I'm still mystified that F1 and IndyCar are different things. Because that doesn't. It
doesn't make sense to me. Why is it not the same thing?
I mean, it is the same thing. You're driving funky cars that fly. They spin off the track and then they go airborne and bad things happen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. It's time for Jeremy's favorite.
Money from the money tree. Fall on me. Life's a lottery. Oh, 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 oh.
I hate that one so much. And that guy is still an infinitely better singer than Bob Dylan. Just throwing that out there. Colin, who are your top 5 rookies after the preseason?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Are you asking this from a fantasy perspective or just in general? Because Travis Hunter is going to be 1 and 2. He's real good at football.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Real good at football. Others that I've been impressed by. There's a lot of them, but a lot of them are kind of boring. Like Josh Simmons is going to be a dog.
Mm-hmm.
I feel very, very sure of that. Mason Graham is going to be a dog. Will Campbell's going to be a dog. Now, if you're asking me from a fantasy perspective, I am getting to a point where I'm starting to really think R.J. Harvey might be the only running back to really care about in Denver.
Yeah.
Dobbins is he's going to be the head of the snake, but I think R.J. Harvey's going to just outsnap him. Marion Hampton is really, really falafeling good at football.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Travion Henderson, I've said that one a bunch.
Just don't draft them all on the same roster in your fantasy league.
Yes, Tank did decide to go.
I did do that yesterday.
Yeah, Tank went. He has the youngest team in the history of fantasy football.
No doubt.
I don't think anybody on that team is older than about 24.
No, that's not true because I did. I drafted Derrick Henry as well, and I think DeAndre Hopkins is on the back end of that, way down at the bottom. So, like I was trying to even it out a little bit, a little veteran leadership for all my young guys.
And then if you want a more of a targeted dart throw at receiver, I haven't seen a team. I can't say that way. To the chat I go. The Detroit Lions and Isaac Tesla.
Mm-hmm.
They are just forcing the ball to him. Maybe that insinuates where I was headed with
yes,
that.
we
I think he's going to be really, really good. Really good. I think it might take some time because he's learning how to play on the outside.
Mm-hmm. I didn't hear Emeka Ibuka in there.
That was intentional.
Oh, okay. All right.
He's good.
He is very good.
He's good.
I'm excited.
How many footballs do you think they have in Tampa Bay? Or is this going to be some kind of new offense where they throw 3?
Well, look, I got Jalen
literally
McMillan's out for 8 weeks.
And that's fine.
And Chris
Jalen
Godwin
McMillan was no better than the 3 on this team, regardless. You still got Mike Evans. Chris Godwin will be back in week 6.
Mm-hmm.
Ibuka early. I don't trust rookies early.
Yeah.
That's a hard position to learn. And you still got K. Dotton, and oh, by the way, you have Bucky Irving. That's the thing that really bothers me about Tampa Bay is I don't see how you're going to get to those Baker lofty area of last year when Bucky didn't really get tote until about week 9.
Mm-hmm.
You play that out over an entire year, and it's coming from somewhere because they couldn't run a greasy peg up a cat's keister for the first 9 weeks of the season. And then they figured out, oh, yeah, the better player should play. Stop giving the ball to Rachaad White ever. For any reason.
Yes. What round should Tesla go in fantasy? Sir Jimothy wants to know.
He's a late round, 14, 15.
Mm-hmm. Rookie draft.
And just to be clear, I have not drafted him yet, and I have wound up with him on every team I have.
Yep.
Because as soon as I put Chris Godwin on IR, I very quickly just go, to the Tesla!
Rookie draft goes like 5th, 6th round, something like that. On Tesla, I think.
That's fine for me.
Saw Jacory Krosky Merritt. Bill Krosky, as the fantasy footballers like to call him. if you haven't seen the Bill Krosky videos from those guys, they are pretty hilarious.
He's very good at football.
Yes, he is very good at football. He went 201, I think, my rookie draft this past week.
He went in a full redraft league in the 5th round yesterday. The second draft I did, he went in the 5th round, and they didn't even have a sticker. Like we had to write his name in.
Right. Did you just draw Bill? And that was it?
I was intoxicated by that time. I think I did. I think I wrote Bill and then Krosky Merritt real little underneath it.
Just put Bill up there. Everybody knows who we're talking about.
I'm one step away from wearing sunglasses today. So yesterday hurt.
No doubt. Jeremy was. We did a draft together at like 3:30 in the afternoon, something like that, and well lubricated was Jeremy Green by the time he left there, and he was headed to another draft where I'm told copious amounts of alcohol were consumed.
It was a lot. Tank uttered the phrase "built different" about 6 times.
I did. Well, I mean, once you see him take that full cocktail glass of Fireball, just like he's some kind of a cone head. Woo! I don't know how you live, my friend.
# built different.
He makes it day to day, though. Big weekend of football coming up. We got college football kicking off. The Ingles Living the Dream Tour hits the road on Thursday. NC State, East Carolina, and then we start the trek across the Southeast. Charlotte on Friday for Appalachian State and Charlotte, Bank of America Stadium. And then Atlanta for Tennessee, on Saturday night. And
They bought all of our tickets.
yes.
Like, if you see a big group of LSU purple and gold, they probably rode on our buses.
Virginia Tech, South Carolina, and Atlanta on Sunday afternoon. And then Monday night, as you'll hear it right here on ESPN Asheville, we will be in Chapel Hill for the kickoff of the Bill Belichick era. North Carolina Tar Heels and the Horned Frogs of TCU. A chock-full kickoff weekend.
We thought they turned you into a horny toad. Programming note for this week, I will not be here tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure what's happening with the show tomorrow. Wednesday, we are preempted by the Atlanta Braves. Thursday will be our college football preview because we really haven't talked much college football this offseason. And then Friday, I believe we will be doing this here program from iHeart Charlotte. And we get to ooh and ah over all the toys they have, and we don't.
Indeed. Working all of the angles on a kickoff week here in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400. We'll be right back on an Overreaction Monday.
This is an all-new era of Carolina football.
Cost at the 40, cuts back. Cost at the 20. Caleb to the house. Touchdown, Carolina.
Don't miss 1 minute of the action as Coach Bill Belichick takes the reins.
High rushing down the sideline. Cuts back at the 5. Give him 6, baby. Touchdown, Carolina.
On your home for Carolina football.
Asheville's home for the Tar Heels is ESPN Asheville.
Your access to cutting-edge pain relief just got even easier. QC Kinetics is offering virtual consultations for new patients. If you're living with chronic joint pain, you can now meet with a QC medical professional from the comfort of your own home. This all-new telemedicine platform is an exciting and time-saving option. It can either be by phone or video conference. You will get one-on-one attention to evaluate your situation. If you're a candidate for regenerative medicine, you can get your treatment scheduled on the spot and be on your way to lasting relief. QC Kinetics can restore and repair damaged joint tissue using natural growth factors. Not drugs, not steroids, and definitely not surgery. And now they're making this remarkable treatment even easier to get with virtual consultations. Schedule now by calling 828-770-8529. That's 828-770-8529. Virtual consultations. Fast, quick, easy, and convenient. Call now. 828-770-8529.
I'm Dan, he's Ty.
Hello.
And we're the Solid Verbal College Football Podcast.
Tune in for previews, recaps, bits you won't hear anywhere else, and all the emotional support you need as a college football fan.
Join us all season long as we ride the roller coaster of this ridiculous sport.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search the Solid Verbal College Football Podcast, and listen now.
We don't just love college football, Ty. We live it.
Almost 1 year ago, Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue became the home of World Central Kitchen and served over 1.5 million meals to folks who needed it after Hurricane Helene. On Saturday, September 27th, from 7 to 11 a.m., Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue invites everyone to rise and brunch. A chance for us to reflect and reconnect over some hearty breakfast bowls and mimosa flights. Saluting our collective resilience and generosity, Bears knows the best is yet to come. Get your tickets today at bearsbbq.com.
At Ingles, whether we're celebrating Friday night rivals, televising college basketball games, bringing the Fan Fest to semi-pro soccer, or taking you out to the ball game at your minor league park, it's all in the bag. Ingles, low prices, love the savings.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
The Sportsocracy.
That is some good, clean family fun there, eh, Koch?
Back in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville on an Overreaction Monday. We've got it's a breaking news Monday because started out the show with Terry McLaurin getting the contract extension from the Washington Commanders. All right, how much was it for? $96 million.
I'm fine. It was never going any other way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just say this out loud. I'm, and we kind of broke this down Friday. Even if I didn't have somebody that works for that team telling me this is going to get done, because they're not as far apart as people think, and that kind of shows because this is about $6 million total, and none of the guaranteed changed. More than what I had been told they were at the whole time. So you've got a young quarterback on a rookie deal that's going to be one of the best values in the NFL for 3 more years. And you're telling me going into that, coming off an NFC Championship game appearance, week 1, you're not going to have the best receiver on this team after, oh, by the way, you traded for another one. You have a legit 2 on the other side. And you thought that wasn't going to get done. Really. It just makes sense. Terry McLaurin has been a good soldier for the Washington Commanders for years. He was never going to let this keep him off the field. Did he get exactly what he wanted? I doubt it. I would say he probably made some concessions here. He got the same deal as A.J. Brown, but that deal was signed over a year ago.
Yeah. I was going to say, what, you think he wanted 35?
Well, I mean,
and they worked him down to 32.
Well, you look at where receiver salaries are right now and deals that have been signed. This feels like a pretty good value to me. Do you agree?
I mean, if Brandon Ayuk's making 30, then Terry McLaurin's worth 30.
I did laugh at one of our close friends, Adam Harris, who's a diehard 49er fan, said Washington's going to trade Terry McLaurin for Brandon Ayuk, and I went, bet they don't.
No, they
I'll bet they don't. Because those two are not even in the same ballpark to me. Oh, but Brandon Ayuk's really good friends with Jaden Daniels. So are a lot of people that do not play for Washington and never will.
No, this was the only move that ever made sense. I was curious as to how high that number would get. I think Tyreek Hill would he get 30 was the question for me.
I never for a second doubted he was getting 30. My question was, is he really angling to be more in that DK, CD territory? Because I can't get there, but I'm fine at 32.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, if you're being 100% honest, to win a game right now, would you rather have Terry McLaurin or Garrett Wilson?
Terry McLaurin.
I don't agree with you, but it's close.
Okay.
And you also got to remember the quarterbacks stay the same here. Terry's being thrown to by Jaden Daniels. Garrett Wilson's being thrown to by me.
Sure.
I think Garrett's one of the 5 best receivers in the league, but I think Terry's right behind him. If I was just going talent for talent, Jamar Chase, Jefferson, Lamb, and Amon-Ra are way out there. And then you get about, I'll say there's about 8. A.J. Brown. I would say A.J. Brown's in that top 5-ish range, too.
Yeah.
With those first 4 guys. I think he's a little behind them to me, but not by much. And then you get to the Garrett Wilsons and Terry, and I'm not even sure who all I would put in that. I've learned in the last 48 hours, I'm way higher on Devontae Smith than about anybody else is. Because I put him in that range, and then people look at me sideways. I don't understand why you're looking at me sideways.
Well, it's I mean, it's because he's not the best wide receiver on his own team, and so I guess he gets some of the blowback from that. I mean, I'm not saying they're right. I'm not trying to defend it. I'm just trying to think. I don't know why that would be that he would, because he's pretty damn good.
Yeah, Puka Nakua's not the best receiver on his team either, and yet people still give him just heaps of credit.
Is he not?
I would take Devontae. Even at 32 years old, I would still take Devontae.
I don't know. We'll see.
Look, Devontae Adams was the one bit of offense the New York Jets had last year. I got to see him pretty up close and personal.
Right.
He's really, really good at football.
Yeah. He's the forgotten man, though. After being with the Raiders and the Jets, That's why too many people are sleeping on the LA Rams this year, especially after they make that deal for Micah Parsons.
Oh yeah, we got to talk about Micah the next segment. Kevin the PRF with a good one in the chat. He said, speaking of friends of Daniels, is Sam Hartman cut yet so he can go maximize his potential as a Beverly Hills pool boy? I go ahead and tell you, I don't know what his life's work is going to be. NFL quarterback ain't it.
No.
You need to call GQ and be like, hey, I need that covered now.
I didn't realize he was still hanging around.
He played a lot in the preseason for Washington, and every snap I watched him take, I just kept thinking, how are you in this league? Like, did they just see you and go, damn, you're pretty, here's a contract? Because you couldn't play dead in a cowboy movie. He is, good Lord, he is awful.
Yeah. All right, we got Colin with a super chat on the YouTube. Colin says, the only thing that scares me about Travis Hunter is him taking hits at the wide receiver spot, and a freak accident happened. The Jaguars are screwed at corner.
I don't think they're as screwed as people think. All right, I'm going to say something that's going to sound a little crazy.
Okay.
I'm warming to Jacksonville.
What do you mean warming?
I'm warming to the idea that defensively, I look at who's on the field for them and go, that team is not as bad as I thought they were. I'm not in love with the secondary, but if you have Travis Hunter coming in, let's say it's 50% of the snaps. You have two, I think, high-end slot guys in Jerry and Jones and Jordan Lewis.
Okay.
And you got Tyson Campbell on the other side, if he can ever be healthy, of which I don't know if he didn't listen to Hulk Hogan when he was a child. He did not say his prayers. He did not drink his milk, and he did not eat his Wheaties because his bones are made of glass. But as long as all of those guys are on the field, I think that defense is actually pretty good. As in the front seven, you should be able to get after quarterbacks when you have Josh Hines-Allen, Eric Armstead, Trayvon Walker, and Foye Oluokun. You should be able to get after a quarterback.
You should be.
And the offense, frankly, can the offense be any worse than it was a year ago?
No.
I would say no.
No, probably not.
I have absolutely no clue who's going to play running back for you. I want none of them.
Well, I mean, it's the grossest timeshare ever.
If you could take the best element of every running back they have and turn them into one person, it would probably be Barry Sanders. The problem is that if you take the bad of all of them, it would be the worst running back in NFL history.
Yeah.
Because all of them do one thing well. One.
Yeah. ETN's the pass-catching guy.
ETN's better in open space. Tank Bigsby's really good between the tackles.
Yeah.
Byshell Tootin can absolutely fly.
Right.
And LaQuinn Allen's the best pass catcher and pass blocker of the group. Okay. The problem is LaQuinn Allen can't run between the tackles. I don't really think Byshell Tootin can do anything, period. I think he's just fast and people get intoxicated by speed because you've all played Madden for way too long. Hey, I got a 95 running back. Watch this. Yeah, but he has Stevie Wonder level field vision that I think is going to deserve to be a problem in the NFL. But I just look at this roster and go, if you stay healthy, Jacksonville should be better than I think, or better than we had projected them to be.
Well, we projected them to be not
poopy,
not good.
We projected them to be poopy.
I mean, did we go? Less than 5 wins on this team? Because I think that's where they live, with about 5 or 6 wins, and I don't know that they're any better than that.
Matt in our YouTube chat said, my hot take is when everything is said and done, Trevor Lawrence will be the worst quarterback in the AFC South. The Indianapolis Colts play in this division, right?
Yeah, but they're going to trade for Tanner McKee.
The only way that Trevor Lawrence is a worse quarterback than Daniel Jones is if something happens to him that ends in capitated. As in decapitated. Because as long as his head and his arms are attached to his torso, he's better than Daniel Jones. He could get cut in half like Dewey Cox's little brother and still be better than Daniel Jones with no legs.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Lieutenant Dan could have something in common with each other, and I'd still take him over Daniel Jones.
I was going to see if he had one more left in there.
You need another one?
No, I don't need another one. I just wanted to make sure that I got all of them. Didn't
Wrong
cut
kid
you off
died.
on that last one. Yeah. Wow. That's a big vote of confidence for old Daniel Jones.
Oh, I thought you were about to say for Trevor Lawrence.
No.
It's not that I'm confident in Jimmy G. It's that I'm that confident Daniel Jones is not good at football.
Right. You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. When we come back, we'll get just a bit outside, and I think Micah Parsons is just a bit outside his mind as well. We'll get into that up next.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
All right, this is what weeks are made of when it comes to fall-like weather, and this week is going to be a beautiful one. No rain in the forecast. This afternoon, the sun is going to be out. Now, maybe a few clouds, but mostly sunny will work, so if not there yet, you will be. How about only 78? Tonight, thickening clouds, mid-50s. Tuesday, those clouds go away. Should be sunshine, 78. And we are in the 40s Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. Wednesday afternoon, sunshine, 75. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Staging.
This report is sponsored by RenewalByAnderson.com.
This last week in August, Renewal by Anderson makes upgrading easy. Buy one window or door and get your second 40% off. Plus 0 down, 0 interest for 5 years. Hurry, this special August offer won't last. Call Renewal by Anderson today.
When you bundle renters and auto with Progressive, you can save while protecting your most valuable possessions, like your really expensive limited edition sneakers and your new suit for your cousin's wedding. Except you never actually bought the suit because you can't stop buying sneakers. So you show up to the wedding looking like you're going grocery shopping. But hey, at least your sneakers will look good in the pictures, until you're cropped out of every last one of them. So go ahead and get Progressive, so you can save while protecting the things that matter to you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
How far is too far? In the all-new 2026 Jeep Cherokee, that's up to you. Powered by a new 1.6-liter Turbo 4 engine, it's the iconic SUV, reimagined to put today's adventures and tomorrow's dreams in reach. So go ahead, keep the good times going. The all-new 2026 Jeep Cherokee. Jeep, there's only one. Jeep is a registered trademark of FCA US LLC.
Live radio, trusted DJs, breaking news, live play-by-play, endless music, and podcasts just for you. It's the free iHeartRadio app. Radio your way. Join the millions who already have it. Download the free iHeartRadio app, the #1 app for radio.
With some incredible starting pitching and a roster loaded with stars, don't ever count the Atlanta Braves out.
And the first pitch to Acuna, he swings, he drives one. Is this real life? It's a home run by Acuna. Holy smokes!
Join us for Atlanta Braves baseball all season on Asheville's #1 sports station, ESPN Asheville.
Our coverage of the Braves brought to you by Parks Ford of Hendersonville, home of the Parks Promise.
Sometimes it's the little victories that mean the most. Those everyday celebrations that bring a smile to our faces and joy to our hearts. At Ingalls, we know there's no one you'd rather share those miniature, memorable moments with than family. Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
Boy, you must be outside your mind.
The Sportsocracy.
Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed.
Back in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400. And Jeremy, we had a big day yesterday, in case you missed it. in case you missed the Sports Center highlights from last night.
Was Rich Eisen hosting? Oh, then I probably didn't watch it.
He was. Why are you throwing shade at Rich Eisen? What are you talking about?
I said he didn't host it.
Oh,
so
he didn't
probably
host it, so you weren't watching. Okay, all right. Sorry, I heard.
Dude, we're in that period of time. I don't need to see the highlights on anything because I don't care about baseball. I don't need to know what color the phallus was in a WNBA game or at the Tour Championship. I don't need to know, and I don't care.
And these are the things that are important to Jeremy Gray.
I can't wait for when the Detroit team comes in the WNBA. I cannot wait for the first incident of the phallus at the Palace.
Yes. Yesterday, in the world of baseball, our very own Cal Raleigh from right here in the mountains of western North Carolina hit home runs number 48 and 49 on the season, which gives him sole possession of the current Major League Baseball regular season home run record for a catcher. Also, he is well on pace with Aaron Judge's 62 home run record in the American League. So we continue to pull for the big dumper. The my Red Sox have had a pretty good run against the New York Yankees this season. In case you were wondering, I just wanted to throw that out there in case any Yankees fans are listening. Nana boo boo. But the Red Sox, Jeremy, called up their newest prospect the other day. The kid goes by the nickname of the Password.
Oh, is that the kid that's got the insane first name?
Yes.
I can't pronounce it.
Jaxson Garcia is his name. Jaxson spells his name, or his parents spelled his name, Jhostynxon. Jaxson Garcia.
I would love to hear Key and Peele get a hold of that one.
It could be. Jaxson has one number one fan outside of his family, and I hate to report that it is my father. My father has already ordered himself a Jaxson mug to keep his Bloody Marys in every day.
Indeed.
Yes. He had it personalized with Jaxson's name on it. And now my biggest fear, Jeremy, is that my father's password is actually Jaxson, and he is going to be hacked at any moment.
Oh, for sure. And if he wasn't in danger of that already,
now
the
he
fact
is.
You just said it, you should probably throw some numbers in there.
You ain't getting that.
My story comes from Dublin. It's a tale of two quarterbacks. Rocco Becht, son of my boy, Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
What up, Anthony? Won Saturday. That wasn't the only loss that Kansas State quarterback Avery Johnson took.
Ruh-roh.
Because his family traveled to Dublin to see this game. They lose because he's just not a great quarterback. I want him to be, but he's not.
He's not.
His dad and his brother decided that they had some pent-up frustration with the loss, and they needed to unleash it on each other in the streets of Dublin.
Oh, no.
His dad and brother got into a full-on fist fight that was caught on tape right outside the stadium.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot for the life of me figure out how that discussion went. In my head, it was, and I can't find the brother's name, Anthony. His dad's name's Mark. His brother's name's Anthony. They released a joint statement. Said, we sincerely apologize for our actions following yesterday's football game in Ireland. Senseless bickering escalated into an unnecessary fight. We have resolved our differences and take full responsibility for our actions. You know how this went, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Anthony's sitting there going, hey, which one's your favorite now, Pop? Oh, guess all those dollars you spent on football camps were great. Then Dad just finally said it.
Popped him.
I'm going to punch you right in the nose.
Mm-hmm.
He did. Booped him. Pow! And then they rolled around. I will never understand that.
A fight where you roll around on the ground?
Yeah, like, okay, it is hard when you're in a struggle cuddle, as you are right here, it is really hard to get a good pop on somebody. You get a little distance and you get a little buildup, and that's how you really get your point across.
Right. But that's how you That's how you keep them from doing that. You just hug them and try to take them to the ground.
Yeah, it's dumb because they can't really hit you, but you can't either. And now you're hugging somebody that you're angry at.
Mm-hmm.
Never really saw the point of that myself.
It's that grappling style. You're more of a grappler and not a striker. You're from that.
Gambit fan is stuck on me. That's what I call that. It's a struggle cuddle.
It's a struggle cuddle. That's not a good description of a fight. I don't know.
Oh, for sure it is, because you're basically cuddling with somebody that you're angry with, and you're struggling to get away from them.
But you also call that, you've also used that term when referring to activities that go on in correctional facilities, and I don't like that being used for a fight between a father and a son.
Oh, now that I
on
can
a
see.
Street in Dublin.
No,
right.
I mean,
which, by the way, am I the only one to point out here? When in Rome, you do as the Romans do. What's the problem here? They went to Ireland. They got into a drunken fight in the street. What's the problem?
I really want Avery Johnson to steer into this really hard and show up at a press conference with a T-shirt that just says, I went to Dublin and all I got was my ass kicked, and so did my dad.
So did my. Are we sure that Dad didn't win the fight?
Dad was on top, but Dad was eating some haters. Because the brother was just sitting underneath him going, bap, 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 bap.
Just booping him in the nose?
Yeah. Look, I'm not a UFC judge, but if I was and I'm scoring that one, Daddy lost.
Okay. All right. That's fair enough, I guess.
He also hit the concrete at one point way harder than he ever hit his kid. He missed his face and just ate it into the concrete. And I was like,
that hurt.
That didn't feel good. Did it?
No, it did not. You know what else doesn't feel good?
Dallas Cowboy fans right now?
Yeah, it's pretty rough. You feel like you're in a struggle cuddle right now with the with Jerry Jones.
That's become the word of the day.
Jerry Jones is just not. He's not playing. He's not playing along. And guess what? You didn't do anything to change his mind on that, Micah. Micah Parsons goes just full falafel this. And just lays out and takes a nap on the training table during the preseason game.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it works out for him.
I mean, I'd like to think that we were, a little bit above, stomping your feet and causing a scene.
No, you would think.
But here we are.
I mean, look, who doesn't love taking a nap at work?
Oh, sure.
You were asleep on the couch outside of my office the last time I was in this building.
I was. However, there were not, thousands of people watching, and I wasn't supposed to be, paying attention. Look, if you're not there to at least pay attention and engage, then don't be there. That's my thought about it.
Well, I would say if Micah had his choice, he wouldn't be there for it.
I mean, I don't know. It's like I said, kind of disgraceful, disrespectful, and I don't feel like that's gonna get you what you want from Jerry Jones. You just ensured that this thing is going to go on for at least another 4 weeks, in my mind.
All right, so everything that we said about it was always getting done with Terry McLaurin, I think it still probably gets done with Micah Parsons, but I don't know how you get past this. I don't know how you get past the fact that he's on Twitter he's not even hiding it anymore. I want out of here. I don't know how you come back from that. Because you got to remember, Micah grew up a Cowboys fan. Like, he went to the team that he wanted to go to, and now he's been disrespected by them in his own mind.
By the one person that's supposed to not disrespect
Exactly.
Him.
And that old thing that they say the greatest hate comes from the greatest love? When it unwinds itself, it's kind of the same premise here.
Yeah.
I don't know how you unwind this. And I'm getting more and more to the point that I'm not going to be surprised when we get the breaking news that Micah Parsons has been traded somewhere else.
I don't know how you thought this was going to go. Maybe this is the point. Just be as disrespectful as possible, and Jerry will have to get rid of you. Because how long will the ego of Jerry Jones allow you to punk him in public? Because that's how he saw that. That was the whole play here.
No doubt.
Was to embarrass Jerry.
Mm-hmm. And he did. He did. I've physically never seen a player do that. Also, did you notice he wasn't wearing anything Cowboy-related?
I did not.
It was Cowboy colors, but it was not Cowboy apparel.
Interesting. I'm looking at the pictures now. Yeah, I don't see a star on there anymore.
I didn't notice it. Somebody in the chat pointed it out earlier. And I went back and watched it, and I realized, oh, no, it's Cowboy colored.
Yeah.
But there's no logo on that.
Almost as if he removed the logo from it on purpose. Is it the same jumpsuit as everybody else has? Is that what happened here? Did he just have a plain one ordered?
I have no idea.
Just so he could do this?
Jonathan Welch said, is no one going to point out it was a massage table? Look, the Deshaun Watson jokes write themselves. All right. That's low-hanging fruit. And we try to be better than that.
Sure. Micah Parsons has, I don't know, he's crossed a line. Right? If you're inside that building, Micah Parsons has crossed a line.
That's another element of this.
As
you look at all the young guys on this team, I mean, look, I think Dallas had a really good draft this past year. And how do you look at Donovan Ezeraku and go, yeah, this is fine?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to pay Micah, and all of this is just hunky-dunky.
When Brian Schottenheimer has to meet with him, with Micah Parsons, because that was what he said after the game, was that he didn't want to comment on it because they were going to talk about it. So he sits down with Micah Parsons today. What is he saying? Like, is Brian Schottenheimer the guy that's like, we're going to punish you for this? Can he punish him for this?
This is really everything I tried to tell you about Brian Schottenheimer wrapped up into one. Because nobody respects him.
Mm-hmm.
There's absolutely no respect in that room.
Well, it's clear that Micah Parsons doesn't.
No. So now, I mean, you do that again? No. Or how about you get out of my face? I don't see this ending. I don't see this having a happy ending.
Mm-hmm.
See what I did there? I said I tried to be better. I didn't say I was.
Sure. Micah Parsons absolutely went out to dog Jerry Jones on television, and he succeeded. But as we all know, in these spats, now it has to come back to Jerry's. The volley has been made. Now what's Jerry's next move? Or what's the next stupid thing Jerry's going to say?
There's no telling. When he shows up tomorrow to do radio, I can only imagine what the first thing out of his mouth is going to be. I can promise you it's not going to be good.
Oh, no. Either that or it's going to end up in a contentious situation. Remember when they were going through the Dak Prescott, or was it the CeeDee Lamb? Hell, see, we've had so many contract controversies with Jerry Jones and his star players that I can't even remember which one it was. But remember where he threatened to fire the radio hosts who kept asking the question? I don't remember if that was last year or a year before last.
That was a year before last.
But it's happened. I will get somebody else in here to ask these questions because I'm tired of answering them. It's getting to that point with Micah Parsons. But I also feel like at this point, Jerry wants to play the game. Jerry's been challenged.
Mm-hmm.
And now Jerry wants to play. Right? What's that old saying? You'd ever go to war with somebody who buys ink by the barrel? Right? You don't punch above your weight class. I'm not going to go out and start talking smack about Colin Cowherd in a personal way because he's got a way bigger net than I do, right? He buys ink by the barrel, and he can ruin me if he wanted to. That's kind of how I feel like Jerry feels right now because this is the way it's done in business. This gets over into Jerry's business world. Of wait, you tried to punk me in public? I don't think so.
Matt has a really interesting point in our YouTube comments.
Okay.
He said Jerry Jones is as destructive of an owner as Daniel Snyder was. I don't disagree with you.
I don't think he's there yet.
I do. I think I'll be honest with you, I think Jerry Jones is the worst owner in professional sports. And I'm not sure it's even close because I'm not sure who you could even put in his weight class. Who else does this?
Bengals.
The Dallas Cowboys are but you don't.
Right.
If Mike Brown walked through the door right now, you wouldn't know who he was.
That's true.
You'd have no clue because he does one press conference a year.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's the only time you ever hear from him. Other than that, I mean, yeah, he's cheap. There are a lot of owners that are cheap. Jerry Jones is the worst owner in sports, and I don't think it's close. Like, if I was a prospect, I'll take Arch Manning. The Dallas Cowboys are the team I want to avoid.
Mm-hmm.
For a long time, it was a glamour spot. I don't think it is anymore.
No. Because all it comes with is a headache.
What does Dak Prescott get from a marketing perspective that Lamar Jackson, Pat Mahomes, Joe Burrow don't?
Nothing.
I would say it's nothing. I think it's all bad publicity. You're under a microscope. You're talked about way more than you should be. Because, look, at the end of the day, Dak Prescott, if he's a top 10 quarterback, he's barely a top 10 quarterback.
Yes.
And we talk about him to the umpteenth degree more than we should. Just solely because he's a quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
And his owner puts him under this microscope every single week. And it's never going to stop. Because Jerry's getting worse. Have you watched the documentary about the Cowboys?
Not yet.
I started the first episode and fell asleep very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But over this week,
I was going to say, was it super boring?
No, I was very tired, very tired, and I didn't last long.
Yeah,
but I don't remember Jerry being like this in the 90s. I know he was a head case. I know the Jimmy Johnson thing. I know going to get Barry Switzer, just all of the things that happened. He's never been as kooky as he is now.
Well, no.
He's become like the grandfather that you have to warn somebody about
right
when you take them home for Thanksgiving dinner.
Right.
You're going to have to ignore my grandfather because he's going to say some lunatic stuff.
Jerry's always wanted to be the star. Right? Jerry wanted to bring back or bring the Cowboys back to prominence. And so he started out with the firing of Tom Landry. Like his first move, or one of his first moves, was to just gut Cowboy fans at their core. Hard for many of them to cope with that.
God, that Jerry Jones thing you were talking about with the guys on 105.3?
Yeah.
That was less than a year ago.
Yeah. Okay. So it was during the CD thing?
It was October 15th, or the actual interview happened October 15th of 2024.
Oh, okay. Wow.
That is insane.
Mm-hmm. It's getting worse and worse because he's more dug in than he's ever been. Because he's just been doing it forever. Right? And it worked for one era.
I'm seeing this in the comments several times, so I really want to kind of put a button on this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing a lot of people saying, well, David Tepper's in the same ballpark. Here's what I can tell you about David Tepper. He had some uncomfortable – I mean, obviously with the fan in Jacksonville, you don't want an owner doing that. He copped that immediately. David Tepper does more good in the state we live in than probably any other person that resides in this state.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to a game Thursday or Friday that he's got two teams from North Carolina that do not get light like this. And Tank and I were talking about this before the show. There is no way they can afford to do this.
Right.
So he had to give them a deal of some kind. He also gave a gajillion dollars when we went through a flood here.
Mm-hmm.
David Tepper and Jerry Jones, the only similarities that they have are that they are NFL owners of the 32 teams that we currently have.
Well, I mean, it was rocky for the first couple of years with Tepper. He stepped on his own
David
toes.
had to learn how to be.
Sure.
David Tepper had to learn how to be an NFL owner. That happens to every guy that buys a team.
When was the last time he did something controversial?
Long time. Been a minute.
Not since the hiring of Dan Morgan.
No.
Not since the hiring of Dave Canales.
No.
He has been behind the scenes, backed off, admittedly so, on it, out in public.
And you got to remember, guys buy NFL teams. They've been successful doing other stuff. And so it's kind of like owning an NFL team and owning a restaurant are very close to me because guys buy both of these things because they've been successful somewhere else and like, hey, this is a good place to park my money. It's not easy to run an NFL football team. It's not easy to run a restaurant.
Yep.
And just because you were good at something else does not mean you're going to be good at this.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you have to be humbled.
Now, it's only been a year, right? Right? It's only been a year since that. So, I mean, there's still time. I mean, he's still down there. But he's not actively ruining a billion-dollar franchise. Right? He's not actively tainting his own legacy. Mainly because he doesn't have one right now. But Jerry Jones was once seen as the king of the NFL. Right? He was the owner. Him and Robert Kraft. Right? They've been kings of the NFL, for lack of a better term, for a long time. But he's doing everything he can to ruin his goodwill. And how much is going to be left after you ship out your superstar player?
If you Google worst owner in sports, Dan Snyder comes up 3 times.
Yeah. You're in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville on an Overreaction Monday.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
All right, this is what weeks are made of when it comes to fall-like weather, and this week is going to be a beautiful one. No rain in the forecast. This afternoon, the sun is going to be out. Now, maybe a few clouds, but mostly sunny will work, so if not there yet, you will be. How about only 78? Tonight, thickening clouds, mid-50s. Tuesday, those clouds go away. Should be sunshine, 78. We are in the 40s Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. Wednesday afternoon, sunshine 75. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Staging.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Need better sleep? This Labor Day weekend, upgrade to premium sleep at Mattress Firm's best sale of the year. Let their sleep experts match you with the perfect bed and get the rest you deserve. They make sleep easy. Shop Mattress Firm's best sale of the year.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like to check if they're going for it on 4th down, before going to the concession stand.
Yeah, give me 3 hot dogs, 2 jumbo touchdown, baby! What?
Hey, buddy, you want cheese with those?
Yeah, checking first is smart.
No.
So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Famous Footwear has the latest styles from all my favorite brands like Nike, Adidas, Crocs, Converse, New Balance, Birkenstock, and more. And with over 830 stores, Famous Footwear is always nearby with fit experts to make sure my new shoes fit my feet and mom's budget. She says the prices are really good, so you don't have to overspend to make it famous. Right now, buy 1 pair of shoes, get 1 half off at your local Famous Footwear store. Some exclusions apply.
Ugh, kitchen ants, runaway roaches, a spider. A spider! Relax, just use Zevo. Zevo insect killer sprays use a powerful blend of mint and rosemary to eliminate those pests and up to 20 other bug types. Plus, Zevo is safe for use around people and pets when used as directed. Just spray the bugs and wipe them away. Zevo, people friendly, bug deadly.
At Robert Half, they found that 67% of companies want to increase contract talent. That's why their recruiters' expertise and award-winning AI work quickly to find the skilled candidates you want. At Robert Half, they know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
We all remember that one teacher who made a difference. Now's your chance to say thank you in a big way. iHeartRadio's Thank a Teacher, powered by Donors Choose. Nominate an outstanding teacher in your life to be among the winners of $5,000 to stock their classroom at iHeartRadio.com/teachers.
Mix and match scents to create your own unique scent combo that is as unique as you are. Mix, match, more happy with Gain.
This season, the Eagles Living the Dream Tour rides again, and this time we ride together.
Thanks to fine partners like Clarissa Sells, WBNC.com, the Sportsocracy has teamed up with Appalachian Motor Coach to ride with you in style to some of the best games around.
Click on Living the Dream 2, TOO.com, to see the schedule and pick your destination.
You buy the ticket, we'll get you to the game. No worries about parking, and we have the food and drinks covered as well, with a special thanks to Bear Smokehouse Barbecue and Cultivated Cocktails.
Live the dream with us. Living the Dream 2, TOO.com.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
It's time to discover the convenience and time savings of contact-free pickup with Ingles Curbside. Just visit shop.ingles-markets.com or download the app. And your Ingles personal shopper gets to work with specialized training on how to select the freshest items for a pre-scheduled pickup. They'll even text you with updates. You pull up to a designated space and your personal shopper delivers your items right to your vehicle. Fresh, fast, and affordable. It's all in the bag. Ingles, low prices, love the savings.
Clarissa Sells WNC is the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
From the Ingles studio,
WPEK Fairview,
WMXF Waynesville,
W225CJ Candler,
the #1 preset in your car, and the new and improved iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good. Just earlier.
They are mature, actually. You just have to get to know them better.
Your lunchtime dose of dumbassery. Live from the Ingles studio.
It is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM and 1400. We are the Sportsocracy, heard everywhere you go on the iHeartRadio app, seen everywhere on YouTube. Just go to the sportsocracy.com, click that live video link, subscribe to the channel so you can join us in the chat. It is
Overreaction Monday.
Overreacting to, well, everything right now. College football season, it got underway this past weekend.
Here's an overreaction. We should stop starting the season in Dublin, Ireland.
It was nasty, wasn't it?
They couldn't even keep the field painted.
I know.
By the end of that game, it looked like they were playing in somebody's backyard.
Like, man, I could barely see the Big 12 logo. The middle of the field, was that supposed to be the logo for the game at the 50-yard line? Because it was so faded, I couldn't tell what it said. So I couldn't tell if it was like from a soccer match that had occurred weeks before, or if this was actually a logo for this game, and I just couldn't see it by the end. But, you know.
It was brutal.
By the second quarter.
It was brutal.
It was a rainy game. It was a sloppy game. It was Big 12 football. Farmageddon.
Gross.
Yeah.
The Big 12 is awful. The Big 12 is genuinely – I can't even compare it to another conference. Because it's a Power 4, allegedly. If we had an ACC Big 12 showdown, I genuinely think Clemson would beat any team in that conference by 50 points.
Okay. Arizona State? included?
Don't care. Don't care.
Okay. Yeah, that was the only notable thing that happened over this weekend was the Ireland game. Hey, kickoff, fun, yay! Okay, now let's get down to business.
How much of that game did you watch?
I watched maybe a quarter until I fell asleep.
I don't think I even made it that far. And I know one of the players' dads, and I still didn't last any time.
Right, Rocco was out there slinging it. Well,
he's good.
He is good.
He's good.
I'm not throwing shade. I'm just saying that game was not fun to watch.
It was unpleasant, and that's being nice.
Yes. But this weekend, you should have no excuses.
If you're not parked watching football all weekend long, what are you doing with your life? Do you realize how good this weekend actually is? I didn't know this until yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
We have 3 top 10 matchups.
Yes.
2 teams in the top 10 playing in the same weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes all weekend long.
Yep. It's all gets underway on Saturday afternoon with the Ohio State-Texas showdown.
I will be watching a lot of that on my phone from inside the Mercedes-Benz Dome.
Mm-hmm. Number 1 versus number 3.
You rest assured, every time we go to a commercial and we have that fun 4 minutes where you got to watch the goober on the sideline that has that clock. Cool. You let me know when you're back. Let's let the band play. I'm going to be doing this for a minute.
We'll be in Atlanta for Tennessee and Syracuse. I mean, I haven't even looked. Oh, okay. All right. That makes sense. All right. I was trying to think, I haven't even looked to see if Syracuse is supposed to be any good this year or not.
Tennessee's
but
a 13.5
But the
point favorite.
2-touchdown spread tells me all I need to know about what they think about this
2
game.
touchdowns is not that much. And I'll put it this way. Alabama's the 13.5 point favorite over Florida State. I think that might be a slight error in judgment, but
you think you're going to keep it closer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I do.
You think you got a chance to win that game?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Really?
3 words. Ty, Simp, Son. That's end of message.
Let's see. Florida State, Alabama as well. What were the other big ones? My screen jumped on
LSU
here.
Clemson, which is
of course.
It's Saturday night. Notre Dame Miami.
Notre Dame Miami. That was the other one I was looking for.
That one is going to be wild. And that one it's in its own standalone spot Sunday night.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're so back. We're so back.
We got Beamer Bowl on Sunday afternoon down in Atlanta. Number 13, South Carolina. Taking on Virginia Tech. And then it's the Notre Dame Miami game. And then we close it out Monday night, North Carolina TCU.
So good.
Mm-hmm. Whole bunch of matchups this weekend of interest. I mean, maybe not for Georgia fans. I mean, it's going to be fun watching Gunnar Stockton just tear up the first 3 opponents of the season, and then the true test comes as you get into that SEC slate. The biggest overreaction you've seen from people going into this week in the college slate?
There are some teams that I don't agree with the narrative on.
Okay.
I don't think Alabama is as good as people think they are. I think they'll be good defensively, but I don't know how they're going to score points. I don't think Georgia is as good as people think they are. I said it Friday, this is the most wide open we have ever seen college football. I don't even have a favorite.
To win it all?
No. I don't even have a favorite because I can poke a hole in every team in college football. You're either starting a very young, inexperienced quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I want you to think about what I'm going to say here. Look at the top 25, specifically the top 10.
Yes.
Do you see something they all have in common? Outside of Drew Aller and Cade Klubnik, who's the veteran? Carson Beck would be 3. Garrett Nussmeier. Arch Manning's played 3 games in his life.
Mm-hmm.
Julian Saint's never taken a snap for Ohio State.
Right.
Gunnar Stockton played when Beck got hurt last year. C.J. Carr at Notre Dame. And we have all of these like really lofty expectations. These are still first-year quarterbacks that are playing on teams that have really high expectations.
Mm-hmm.
I could see every one of them crashing out to some shape, form, or fashion.
Well, everybody's going to go through their growing pains. The question is, are they bad at football or are they just inexperienced?
No,
right? Because
they're
all of these guys were 5-star recruits.
Julian Sayin has played 1 time
mm-hmm.
for Ohio State. The only thing separating his high school years to now is a handful of snaps he's taken in absolute blowout games. Because he did come in at the end of the Tennessee game. And he's never thrown more than 5 passes in any game.
Right. Do you give him any credit for being for having to practice against his defense?
That helps.
Yeah.
It would scare me a lot that they really didn't that there was no clear delineation until a week ago. I mean, they were still talking about this as an open competition until a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
That's bizarre to me. Because that also means that the backups have taken a lot of snaps with the ones, and you're really probably not in that groove yet. Oh, by the way, you start with one of the best defenses in the country.
Absolutely.
That's not a fun way to start this season.
But so does Arch. Right.
Arch has played real-life competition.
Right. The only –
didn't say it was good. He's at least played in games.
Yes. But the main experience that they have is – facing a pretty good defense in practice. At least that tool is sharpened.
It is, but you can't simulate what happens when you run out of that tunnel and there are 100,000 people in this stadium and it's so loud and you're going – I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I think Texas is going to beat the brakes off of Ohio State.
Really? Okay.
I do. I think they are going to beat the brakes off of Ohio State because they do have somebody that can deal with Jeremiah Smith. I don't think the receiver group is young, and the quarterback's young, and they're going to send a lot of pressure. And look, I could be wrong. I don't think I am.
No.
Oh, but it's at Ohio State. That helps. Doesn't change the fact this is a kid that's going to walk out of that tunnel for the first time and the weight of the world is on his shoulders. And he's going to have to, just like we talk about with NFL quarterbacks, when they get there and they figure out how fast it is, you do the same thing coming from high school to college.
Absolutely you do.
And I would argue it's a bigger jump from there to college than it is from college to the NFL, especially if you play in the Big Ten or in the SEC. And now you're going to see that live reps the first time against the best team in the country.
That's where being mentally tough comes in.
Well, that's where your coach comes in.
Absolutely. I mean,
because look, I don't like Ryan Day, and I've never liked Ryan Day. He plays the game the way it has to be played where we are right now. And I think that's going to keep this close-ish. I look at those two rosters, and I don't think Ohio State's better than Texas in any of them. I don't think there's one position group where Ohio State has the advantage.
Okay.
This Texas team is insane. So you asked if there's anything I think people are overreacting to. I can't say yes to that, but I can say I think people are underreacting to how much change that we have coming.
Yes.
I feel like there's a lot of teams in this poll that are in this poll solely because you looked at the helmet and you looked at the coach and you just went, it'll be fine. We've learned this lesson many times before. There are 3 things that win in college football: coaches, quarterbacks, and defenses. That's it. Invariably, you find me a good team, I will find you at least 2 of those things were high level, and the third one has to be at least good. You don't see mediocre coaches win anymore. Les Miles, did you notice, he won a national title at LSU and then just faded into oblivion because he wasn't a very good coach.
Yeah.
Same thing with Gene Chizik. He faded into the ether because we figured him out. He recruited at a high level, had really good players for 1 year, but there was no second act. You notice that doesn't happen anymore? Your national champions tend to come from a pretty select group of Kirby Smart, Ryan Day, Dabo Sweeney, and then they go up against James Franklin, and they win every single time. There's a reason for that.
Mm-hmm.
Penn State's at 2. That's insanity to me.
I agree.
That is insanity to me. Just because you have you have the most veteran, mediocre quarterback you've ever seen? I mean, yeah, Drew Adler looks like he was sculpted in a lab somewhere. The problem is then you watch him play and go, why do you always leave me wanting more?
Mm-hmm.
You always overpromise and underdeliver. And I can say that about practically every team in the top 25. I think you're going to get some weird teams. You said Illinois the other day, and I guess I had not given them the due that they deserve. They don't play anybody.
Right.
They play the grossest Big Ten schedule I've ever seen.
And they're going to end up as a top 10 team
Probably.
at the end of the year.
Probably.
Because they only have 2 losses, and if that. Maybe they.
And he has a good young quarterback, or he's got a good quarterback that's experienced in Luke Altmaier.
Right.
I mean, there are a lot of teams in that 10 to 15 to 20 range. I think they're too low. Just straight up, they're too low.
Mm-hmm.
I think Miami's too low. I think South Carolina's too low. I think Illinois. If you told me a week ago I was getting ready to say this, I would have said you're out of your mind. I think Illinois is too low.
Mm-hmm.
Florida, unless Billy Napier is just a complete moron, I think I could coach that team to 9 wins. Even against that schedule, it's how good they are.
Man.
I saw the look on your
That's
face.
a lot.
Do you know how many of my top 100 players they have on that roster? It's 7 of them.
Okay.
They have 7 top 100 players. Oh, and by the way, none of them are the quarterback, who's an arguably top 5 quarterback in the country if he can stay healthy. That's a team that you should walk into the college football playoff. I'm scared of your coach.
Mm-hmm.
I'm scared of your coach, and I'm scared of your schedule. But, I mean, then you get into, I think Tennessee's undervalued. Nico Iamaleava.
Even with the quarterback.
How much worse is Joey Aguiar to Nico? Nico's the most overrated quarterback I think I've ever seen. He was fine.
Mm-hmm.
He also missed a lot of wide-open receivers. Oh, but that offense was really good. Yeah, did you watch him against Ohio State? Weird. You play a legit defense, and all of a sudden they don't look like that anymore. I don't think there's a huge regression from Nico to Joey Aguiar.
Okay.
I mean, to the point that they're behind that Iowa State team I just watched. Ole Miss, same thing. Why is Ole Miss that low? Yeah, they lost a bunch of players off the defense. Guess what? They replaced them with the exact same kind of players.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but their quarterback, they don't have Jaxson Dart. No, they have a mirror image of Jaxson Dart, who's actually faster.
Right. It's almost as if you went through and when you set the expectation for this year for the ranking, you factored in the schedule a little bit. Because, I mean, yeah, Ole Miss, Tennessee, Florida, all those teams are going to be, some of the top 20 teams in the country that you're ever going to mention. The problem is they're not going to finish that way because they're going to beat each other up.
It's just funny to me who gets the benefit of the doubt and who doesn't. Like Alabama is still somehow getting the Nick Saban benefit of the doubt. If you look at that team, they have Ryan Williams, who's really, really good. Can you name me another player on that offense? No.
Ty Simpson, the quarterback, and that's only because they talk about him.
Mm-hmm. I'm not saying they don't have players. We're giving Kalen DeBoer the same treatment we would give Nick Saban, and they're not the same guy. And if you watch that team last year, it was not hard to figure out. And that was with a legit I shouldn't say NFL, a legit high-end college quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're chucking out a guy that's never been able to beat out anybody. He's never even been competitive to beat out anybody else that's been at Alabama. And because he's been there for a minute. I don't see how you just go, yeah, it'll be fine. But then you get teams like Florida State that they were terrible last year.
Awful.
The talent is there. New offensive system, new defensive system. They hired one of the best defensive coordinators in the country. For me, his name's not Adam Fuller, so I don't care who it was. It could have been Tank Nathaniel Spencer for all I care.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. They will be 3 games better just solely because Adam Fuller's not the one calling that defense anymore. Gus Malzahn's a good offensive mind. And they have recruited a lot of dudes. But Florida State doesn't get the benefit of the doubt. Tennessee doesn't get the benefit of the doubt. Texas Tech doesn't get the benefit of the doubt. Ole Miss doesn't, which I do not understand. Alabama does. Not real sure why. Penn State does. Not real sure why. Penn State finishes 8th every single freaking year.
Mm-hmm.
How are they 2?
We're setting them up for failure.
I agree. Did you hear what Paul Feinbaum said about Penn State?
No.
He said, I don't know how James Franklin's going to screw this up. He'll find a way.
Oh, yeah.
And I can't disagree with him. Trust me, I'd love to.
Well, I mean, is Penn State going to beat Oregon and Ohio State?
No.
No. We all know the answer to it already. He's beaten Ohio State, what, once in his whole career? I think he beat them once.
I think you're right, but I don't remember.
I want to say it was like 8 years ago, maybe longer. But he's not going to – this is the same team over and 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 over again. We can run the football. We can play good defense. And at some point, we're not going to have the explosive plays to beat you, to beat the elite team.
It was the block 6 game. That was the one where they blocked that kick late and took it back, and they beat them 24-21.
Yep.
Was Franklin the coach at that point?
I believe so. He may have never.
He's been at Penn State way.
Because he's.
Yeah, he was there.
He's the guy that
was the year they went to the Rose Bowl.
He's the guy that we always talk about. Okay, you're going to fire him. Who are you going to get this better? You're stuck. You don't have really anybody that's better because he is a really good football coach, and he wins enough to where you can't really call him to the carpet for it. I know they do for losing the big ones over and over and over again. But again, are you going to find somebody better? He's ranked number 2 in the country right now. If they finish 8th, as you say, and make the college football playoff
every year.
Right, and make the college football playoff, and maybe they win a game, is there any chance anything changes in Happy Valley? No.
Last year they were 5th.
You can be really solid and competitive. You can keep making the college football playoff. And the fact that we expanded the college football playoff might be the worst thing ever to happen to Penn State fans. Because you're going to
make it virtually
right. You're going to be in it a whole bunch. The problem is you got a chance, I guess. But you got about as good of a chance of winning the whole thing as Boise State does.
So since 2016, Penn State has finished in the final poll 7 of 9 years.
Mm-hmm.
They finished between 5th and 12th in every single one.
Yep.
And they've only, well, that's not true. They were 4th in the final CFP poll last year because it goes by results.
Okay.
They were 9th, 10th, 11th, or 12th 5 of 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's hard to do.
And I guess to a point that does have to be applauded. The fact that you're that good.
You are consistently fine.
Yes. No, you're consistently good. You're just not consistently great.
I think you and I
You're just never great.
I think you use good way more liberally than I do.
Yes, you're probably right. I mean, to me, a 9-3 team, that's a good team.
Andrew Adams said Joey Aguilar will be in the Heisman conversation. You mark my words. It wouldn't shock me. As much as
they're going to sling
because
it.
I don't think they're going to run the way they did.
Mm-hmm.
You can't lose what they lost and then just turn around and go, oh, well, but we're still fine. And they're going to run, don't get me wrong.
Right.
But they play fast, and I could easily – I mean, I don't think that's crazy. In a year where I don't even think you really have a favorite. I mean, people are trying to sell me on Garrett Nussmeier as a Heisman guy.
Mm-hmm.
He throws a ton of interceptions. I kind of struggle with that. Arch, I've seen play 4 games. Everybody else, I don't don't know.
When everybody makes mistakes, and that's the thing. It might open the door up for your Jeremiah Smith pick or your Ryan Williams pick.
I think this year is going to be absolute chaos, and I'm 100% here for it.
You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, at 1400.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, is back in Vegas.
T-Mobile Arena.
Streaming live only on Hulu. A weekend full of superstar performances. And keep listening for the next chance to win your way there.
Lenovo and the iHeartRadio Music Festival. Tech that hits different. Can your gear keep up with the beat? Lenovo PCs are built for creators, dreamers, and fans who don't hit pause. Visit Lenovo.com for the latest in AI PCs and game-changing tech.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check if they're going for it on 4th down, before going to the concession stand.
Yeah, give me 3 hot dogs, 2 jumbo Touchdown, baby! What?
Hey, buddy, you want cheese with those?
Yeah, checking first is smart.
No.
So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Football is back.
And the season lives on iHeartRadio.
Whether it's fantasy advice
Or venting with your favorite host over that blown call.
iHeartRadio brings you all of it.
From the official NFL Podcast Network.
Welcome to NFL Daily.
To local stations that bring you the games live. Touchdown! This is 24/7 coverage of everything you love about football.
And it all starts now.
Just open the iHeartRadio app
And search NFL
to dive in.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States.
Link your Ingalls Advantage card to your child's school, giving the advantage to those who really need it. That's our pledge to you.
Under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo!
The Sportsocracy.
You were just dumping a bag of hammers.
We are back in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. It's a brand new football season, Jeremy. It is an exciting time. And you know why it's an exciting time? Because we have things to wager on again.
I'm not going to lie. I wagered on virtually every game this past weekend. I moved them all over a field goal, and I did just fine.
Nice.
Because I had Kansas State plus 3.5. I had Stanford plus 3.5. It went nicely. Now, Dan Mullen burned me, but I didn't wager it. I just thought they were going to obliterate Idaho State. They didn't.
They did not. We are glad to once again have DraftKings back on board because college football is back. So are they. And if you think you own the game, you can put your knowledge to the test with the DraftKings Sportsbook and turn your picks into big payouts, Jeremy. They got live betting, rivalry week odds boosts, and more. DraftKings Sportsbook has everything you need to own every Saturday.
And they got an offer for first-timers. New DraftKings customers, you bet $5, get $300 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use our code WPEK. That's code WPEK for new customers to get $300 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5 in partnership with DraftKings Sportsbook.
Gambling problem? Call 877-718-5543 or visit morethanagame.nc.gov. 21 plus. North Carolina only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours.
ESPN Asheville. Your mountain weather forecast.
All right, this is what weeks are made of when it comes to fall-like weather, and this week is going to be a beautiful one. No rain in the forecast. This afternoon, the sun is going to be out. Now, maybe a few clouds, but mostly sunny will work, so if not there yet, you will be. How about only 78? Tonight, thickening clouds, mid-50s. Tuesday, those clouds go away. Should be sunshine, 78. We are in the 40s Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. Wednesday afternoon, sunshine 75. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Lowe's knows you need durable power tool accessories that are built to last. The new DeWalt Elite Series delivers the strength and reliability pros need and is available exclusively at Lowe's. Shop in store or online today.
Hey, Joy. Oh, you are glowing.
Oh, hey. More like Mirajoyed. That Miralax helped me go. I was so backed up. Tried mega coffees, prune juice, everything. Then Miralax. And hello, gentle relief without the harsh side effects.
Ooh, how does it work?
It works naturally with the water in your body for constipation relief. Find Miralax today at your local retailer.
Use as directed for occasional constipation.
Progressive's Teen Driver discount could lower the cost of insurance for your teenager and save you some money. And then you can still spend money on them. Because just when you think you have a grasp on spending, new sneakers! And then it's money for a school field trip, and of course spending money. Oh yeah, and a new phone to replace the one they dropped in the toilet. Oh, don't remind me. So just get Progressive's Teen Driver discount. And then you can continue to spend money on them. Endlessly. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discount not available in all states and subject to terms and conditions.
With the iHeartRadio app, your favorite radio station fits right in your pocket. Live shows, news, sports, exclusive music channels, and voices that don't just go viral. They're the voices of your local community. Join the millions who already have it. iHeartRadio, the #1 app for radio.
Every game matters, so don't miss a moment this summer as the Braves try to battle back in the standings.
Curveball swung on, belted, deep left field. Gone! Ronald Acuna Jr. 5-1 Atlanta.
Join us for Atlanta Braves baseball all season on Asheville's #1 sports station, ESPN Asheville.
Our coverage of the Braves brought to you by Parks Ford of Hendersonville, home of the Parks Promise. Check them out at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
Bear Smokehouse Barbecue in Asheville has two things that all Sportsocracy fans crave: bold flavors and big portions. Oh, yeah. And they've got the balls. Bear's famous bear balls are packed with mac and cheese, pulled pork, cornbread, and deep fried and then topped with bacon and cheese sauce. This is the place to be. Live music on Saturdays and the first Sunday of every month. They partner with the Guitar Bar to host Mr. Jimmy's Barbecue Blues. Bear Smokehouse Barbecue in downtown Asheville and South Asheville.
On the weird scale, there's Vegas, there's Florida, and there's Asheville. Let's get weird, Asheville.
We're back in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400, of course, by now. Everyone has seen the Cracker Barrel fallout. Cracker Barrel changed its logo last week. And I haven't done the local investigation to find out whether or not our local Cracker Barrels have gone down the remodeling path of taking out all of the stuff off of the walls. Jeremy, you and I haven't discussed this yet. Are you hurt by this?
I don't care.
Really?
No, I don't care.
Really? You don't like Cracker Barrel at all?
It's fine. I mean, minus the biscuits. Good Lord have mercy. Can you season them things? You just go flour, milk, put it in a good to go.
We'll not be putting that out. They'll not be endorsing this program.
Bro, as long as they have that marketing director, they were sponsoring this program regardless. Because she thinks that it's been a very vocal minority that are upset by this.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't heard one person that liked it yet. Not a single, not nary a one, not one stray person.
I have not either.
I've heard a bunch of people say, "Why do you care?" Which I'm fine with. We do now have a Sportsocracy logo with Uncle Herschel on it, though. Hey, if you're not going to use him, we will.
Yeah, that's right.
Man's got to eat.
I mean,
hopefully it's not those dry ass biscuits that you keep trying to sell as good. Get him a bear
hung up on the biscuits,
Get that
man.
dude a bear ball.
He's mad.
Look, Herschel's been eating nothing but dry, super buttery biscuits for 70 years. Need to get this dude some bear balls. And
That's right.
Get him something with, I don't know, flavor.
With all of the chicken fried steak that Herschel has consumed over the years, he needs a cleansing.
I was about to say, I'm worried about his arteries too.
I don't know. I mean, look, part of me feels like this was needed. Like you needed to clean out some of the crap. But I don't know that we needed to go, full on. This looks like, it looks like a hotel dining establishment. Right? Just that one vague little painting, sad painting reproduced on the wall above every table. Like there was charm to that.
I just never could figure out why anybody shopped at Cracker Barrel. Hey, I got this dress at the Cracker Barrel. It was only $342.
Their prices weren't that bad.
I've never bought anything there. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, no, they had some good deals on stuff sometimes.
I was always
I've
stuck
bought a
on,
thing or two at a Cracker Barrel.
I think they were the last place that still sold CDs. They were the last
still do.
vendor that sold CDs.
They still do. I'm sure at many of the locations. You can go in there and get your Ray Stevens' greatest hits. I don't know why it's Ray Stevens in my mind, but the kind of guy who buy Ray Stevens, he probably still eats at Cracker Barrel once a week. How do you make that big of a mistake?
The
company's stock dropped by $94 million in one day. That seems like a lot.
People get really angry at changing things that they're used to. They like familiar. I just don't know. I don't understand why Cracker Barrel needed a rebrand. I mean, are you going to be edgier now? Are you going to actually put a little salt in those biscuits or anything with some kind of flavor?
Well, I can imagine with that many locations around, maybe inventory gets a little hard when you sell so many damn things in the gift shop. Maybe that had something to do with it. They were looking for a streamlined business, but you ruined it. You
boo-boo kitty.
You need to stop this now.
Yeah, you boo-boo kitty. Bring Herschel back. # bring Herschel back. My story is also about an epidemic that is sweeping the country. It's not just Cracker Barrel that's messing things up for people. It's also the Osprey. This is the third Osprey story I've told in a month, and this might be the weirdest one.
Okay.
About a month ago, I told you an Osprey dropped a hammerhead shark on two people at the disc golf course. Then we had, in Canada, one dropped a fish on a power line and caused a massive power outage and a brush fire. Now they're messing with high school football. Apple Valley High School. They have stadium lights because it's called Friday Night Lights for a reason.
Yep.
Well, now they can't play night games because an
Stop
osprey
it.
has nested in the lights. And unless you want grilled osprey, you will not be turning those lights on. they're also an endangered species.
Exactly. You can't remove it. There's nothing you can do.
I mean, but do we need to really protect this varmint?
Varmint.
Is this a varmint that we really need? Okay? It's burned down a power plant. It scared the hell out of two stoners that were just, hey, you got any more Funyuns, bro? What is that? That's a shark. Sharks are supposed to be in the water.
Sharknado!
Sharks are supposed to be in the water. We're not near the water, man. I think there might have been something else in that weed. And now they're screwing up high school football. This is a menace. This is a menace varmint.
I would be so mad.
Now they can only play day games.
Yeah.
So they've had to move the entire schedule to 4 o'clock.
Mm-hmm. Everybody gotta play early. The damn Osprey feels like he's at home.
Because this Richard Osprey has made its nest in the lights.
All right. It's not like you just call somebody, like, the fire department. I mean, that's what we'd have done in the 90s.
Oh,
we'd have called
sure.
the West Buncombe Fire Department and been like, hey, y'all, take care of that up there.
Hey,
Get that off of there.
Y'all have at least 12 firemen to feed tonight. I got you a grilled bird that'll be just fine. You just can't tell anybody that you
chase that sucker away. Oh, they'll be all over you for that. That's prison time. Start messing with the habitat of an endangered species, they'll give you 10 years in prison for that crap.
So stupid.
Well, it is stupid.
It's so stupid. Oh, but it's an endangered. I don't care.
I don't care. It probably tastes delicious.
I want to eat one so bad.
I do too.
I do
too. Let's have some Osprey wings.
I bet in Australia they grill them. Australia will cook anything.
That's true. That is very true. You know who I bet? Make a real good Osprey?
Joe Lasher.
Bear Smokehouse Barbecue.
That's even better.
Bear Smokehouse Barbecue. I think maybe that could be the next little genius invention that Tank has.
No, I think you should stick with your hot dog balls.
Osprey balls? No, we're not.
I don't think we're going there.
No? Bird balls?
But
bird balls to go with the bear balls.
Your dog ball.
Yeah.
Pretty solid.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be so much fun because it's just a week away, or a little over a week away. We're going to have our first game down at Bear Smokehouse Barbecue Thursday nights in downtown Asheville. It just got turned up on Cox Avenue because the Sportsocracy is going to be there for every Thursday throughout the football season. And you can come by, and there will be specials. And one of the specials will be my very own creation, where I thought I made it up, and then they just play like I made it up, where they put a hot dog inside the bear bowl. It's not available every day. So, Thursday nights throughout the football season, make a note. However, every day of every other day, or every hour of every other day, you can have regular old bear balls. And there's nothing regular about them. They're the greatest culinary creation on the planet. 135 Cox Avenue, Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue in downtown Asheville. They are the official barbecue of the Sportsocracy, and it is absolutely delicious. I wore my Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue shirt yesterday, and I had no less than 3 people say, "Oh my God, I love that place."
Oh, I do.
The word is spreading about Bears, if you don't know.
People say it to me everywhere I go.
It is, it's good stuff. You want to check them out, bearsbbq.com. On this Overreaction Monday, Jeremy, you're telling me there's no Tanner McKee deal coming?
No.
No,
it's not why Sam Howell got traded there.
All right, Sam Howell.
I think Philadelphia just looks at their roster sometimes and goes, screw it, just send them a 6th-round pick. We have like 42 of them. They have 13. They made 5 trades this week. They still have 13 picks in next year's draft.
That's a bunch. Sam Howell goes from the Minnesota Vikings to the Philadelphia Eagles, and that began the rumors of there's been so much interest in Tanner McKee. Is this the reason why they've made the move to go get Sam Howell? And Jeremy says no. Tanner McKee has a broken thumb.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right? He's going to be out for a few weeks, and so this is for real just an injury depth move.
And then he'll be the 3.
Meanwhile, Carson Wentz goes to back up J.J. McCarthy in Minnesota. They must feel real confident in JJ.
I don't know. I saw that and went, have you watched Carson Wentz in the last 5 years? There's a reason that he never gets invited back for a second season with any of these teams.
Right.
Because he's been terrible. Genuinely terrible.
Which made me think the only reason you would bring him in is no pressure. There's no pressure on JJ.
He is, beyond a shadow of a doubt, he is no threat to J.J. McCarthy whatsoever. This will be his 6th team in 6 years.
Were you expecting a resurgence there?
No, I'm just I think I'm just mystified by Minnesota. I understand not having – you're taking the training wheels off on this kid. I also I don't understand why so they offered deals to Sam Darnold and Daniel Jones, both, by the way, who are starters in this league this year.
Mm-hmm.
They shot him down because they knew we're going to be backing up McCarthy, which we don't want to do. So you obviously had the interest in having somebody back behind him. Then you trade for Sam Howell. That just never really – it never felt like a fit. It never looked like a fit. And now Carson Wentz was with – he played in this system with McVay, and that's enough for you to just go, yeah, it's fine.
Is this a do you see this more as a PR move to try to bolster J.J. McCarthy in the public eye? Because I feel like if you really did have concerns about J.J., you would have done better than Carson Wentz. You'd find somebody.
I don't see going into this year with absolutely nothing back behind the kid.
Yeah.
And I mean, is Carson Wentz really the sounding board that you even want for J.J. McCarthy?
I mean, is he controversial?
No. But I mean, are you really getting – so when you need somebody that can walk J.J. through the process, is Carson Wentz that guy? Sam Howell wants to start. So I understand jettisoning him. I get that. I don't know. The Carson Wentz thing is weird to me. That roster is weird to me. As I look down it, because I really want to like Minnesota, but I can't get past the offense. You're not going to have any receivers outside of Justin Jefferson for the first, 3 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
You've been trying to bring in Adam Thielen, and apparently Carolina is just Seacrest out on moving him. I like your running backs, but I can't figure out which one I really like. The line should be really good, but I don't buy into this. I do not buy into this. We have a super chat that we missed from the last segment.
All right.
Give me that money. It's from our buddy Colin. I wouldn't be amazed if Ohio State gets blown out by Texas. That Texas defense is going to be evil. I agree. I'm not sure I think they're going to blow them out. I just think it's going to look kind of like the Clemson game did in the college football playoff.
You'll have no doubts about who
exactly.
won. Right.
To me, it will be clear which one of these teams is better, and it's going to be that way basically the whole game.
Mm-hmm. The final score will look closer than the game actually was.
I could easily see that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm not ready to make any predictions.
I'm ready for another week of bangers.
Oh, you're going to have a whole load of them on Friday, huh?
Every final segment of every hour. 18 bangers.
Mm-hmm. Confidence scale?
I feel good. I didn't feel so good last week, and it was mixed bag.
Did okay. Win some, lose some.
The hook. The hook gets you. The hook got me on.
It always brings you back.
Well,
That's
because
what they say.
Well, and this year I think I'm going to elaborate more than I have in the past. I buy points back a lot. I very rarely will ever wager a 2.5 number unless I think the team that's catching points is going to win outright, and then I just go money on it. I think I need to do a better job of explaining that this year. And that first, look, that's why we have week 0. The only thing it actually does is allow Kansas State's quarterback's dad and brother to get in fights in Dublin, and for me to work on my banger game.
Yeah, that's right. You gotta sharpen the sword, so to speak, for the real test, which is the actual week 1 of college football. And it will all begin on Thursday. A slew of games on Thursday. I don't ever remember there being this many games.
There are every year.
In college football on Thursday.
Every single year.
Are there really? Mm-hmm. There's like 15 of them.
College football owns that first weekend.
Yeah.
And it's everywhere. Now, this is more spread out because we have 2 games on Sunday, that's not common.
Mm-hmm.
Usually it's 1, and then we have 1 on Labor Day.
Right. One of the opening games on Thursday night is the NC State Wolfpack and the East Carolina Pirates. 7 o'clock. Carter Finley Stadium. We will be there. It's going to be the first of 6 games.
5 days.
In 5 days.
That's also the only watchable game on Thursday.
Okay. I mean, come on. You're not ready for Elon and Duke?
Pass.
Okay. Houston and Stephen F. Austin?
Pass.
Boise State, South Florida?
Pass.
I mean, that's closer.
Is it?
At least I've heard of those schools.
Boise State's only catching 6.5, and I have a weird feeling that when we do Thursday bangers, that's probably going to be on it.
Mm-hmm. St. Francis is taking on UL Monroe.
Ugh.
I was today years old when I knew that St. Francis had a football program.
God, if they played that game in my backyard, I'd move.
Whew. That'd be enough to drive you out. No doubt about it. I mean, nothing to, the Stony Brook San Diego State banger. It's not doing you any favors either.
Mm-mm.
Week 1. But then on Friday night, we got Appalachian State and Charlotte. Wake Forest also going to kick off their season for any Wake fans who might be listening.
Georgia Tech, Colorado.
Georgia Tech, Colorado. Yeah. Other than that.
Oh, I found my bell. For those of you new to the program, anytime you hear this bell, means that game will be one of this week's bangers.
Indeed. First couple of days, not great. But then you have the smorgasbord that is Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday night. Saturday with, how many was it? 3 top 10 matchups?
You have 2 top 10 matchups Saturday, and then you have a third one on Sunday.
Gotcha.
Just Notre Dame Miami's on Sunday.
Right.
And then we will be in Kenan Memorial Stadium for the first of the Belichick era in Chapel Hill.
North Carolina Tar Heels and the Texas Christian Horned Frogs.
We thought you was a horny toad.
You're going to say that every time?
Every time.
Okay. All right, good. Just so we're all clear. The Eagles Living the Dream Tour rides again, and this time we ride together. Your opportunity to ride along with us to some of the games around the Southeast on our schedule. Just go to livingthedream2too.com, livingthedream2too.com, and there you can find your key to happiness, correct?
Do seek the treasure.
That's another Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Hey, look, I'm not good with mini movies. I'm real good with that one.
Yes. You will find our schedule up there. Go ahead and pick out your games now before they all sell out.
And you can buy a half season pass, full season pass, anything you want to do. Get a few free games if you do the season pass. You can also do that if you're just buying 4 tickets for one game.
Does not include your ticket to the actual game itself, but you can ride along with us. We'll get you there. You don't have to worry about parking, and the food and beverages will be taken care of as well.
And if you need an assist from the ticket wizard, I am happy to show you my tricks and my wares.
Most definitely. He's slotty for bargains.
Oh, I am. As good as I am with hotels, I'm almost that good with tickets. Put it this way, 6 games, Well, 5 games because sold her tickets to LSU Clemson because, well, somebody gave me an offer that I could not refuse.
Uh-huh.
You offer me 3 times what I paid for it, then yes, that's yours now, and I'll figure it out. I managed to do the other 5 games for less than what I made on my LSU Clemson tickets.
Very nice.
So I'm sitting at 0.
There we go.
Jeremy ain't spent nothing.
You are in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville. Go to livingthedream2too.com.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
All right, this is what weeks are made of when it comes to fall-like weather, and this week is going to be a beautiful one. No rain in the forecast. This afternoon, the sun is going to be out. Now, maybe a few clouds, but mostly sunny will work, so if not there yet, you will be. How about only 78? Tonight, thickening clouds, mid-50s. Tuesday, those clouds go away. Should be sunshine, 78. And we are in the 40s Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. Wednesday afternoon, sunshine, 75. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Staging.
This report is sponsored by eBay. Swapping out your tires? There's nothing like it. With eBay, you find the feel you're looking for, from smooth highway rides to grip for rough terrain. Get all the tires you need at the prices you'll love. eBay. Things people love.
Dan Scott here, inviting you to check out my new show every Sunday, 8 to 9 a.m. here on ESPN Asheville, where we bring sports and faith together. The Dan Scott Show, 8 a.m. Sundays on ESPN Asheville.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
People who suffer from long-term chronic joint pain spend so much of their time acting, putting up a carefree front. It's exhausting.
I was really tired of trying to act like I wasn't in pain because I was in pain all the time.
Rick Rawlings didn't want everyone else to know that he was coping with agonizing shoulder pain 24/7.
Yes, I had to put on a face to cover up my pain.
But then Rick found QC Kinetics, offering new lasting treatments for joint pain using natural biologics. Treatments designed to restore and repair joint tissue with no drugs, no surgery, no downtime. The results were amazing.
I am very glad. It changed my life doing the QC Kinetics. Today, my shoulders feel wonderful. The cranky Rick is gone. He's not grouchy anymore.
No more acting. Feel like yourself again with a call to QC Kinetics.
Call QC Kinetics, 826-333-9517. That's 828-333-9517. QC Kinetics, 828-333-9517.
This is an all-new era of Carolina football.
Cost at the 40, touchback. Cost at the 20. Caleb to the house. Touchdown, Carolina.
Monday, September 1st, the Tar Heels enter the Bill Belichick era as they welcome TCU to Kenan Stadium. Pre-game coverage starts at 7 p.m., kickoff at 8 on your home for Carolina football.
Asheville's home for the Tar Heels is ESPN Asheville.
Almost 1 year ago, Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue became the home of World Central Kitchen and served over 1.5 million meals to folks who needed it after Hurricane Helene. On Saturday, September 27th, from 7 to 11 a.m., Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue invites everyone to rise and brunch. A chance for us to reflect and reconnect over some hearty breakfast bowls and mimosa flights. Saluting our collective resilience and generosity, Bears knows the best is yet to come. Get your tickets today at bearsbbq.com.
Sometimes it's the little victories that mean the most. Those everyday celebrations that bring a smile to our faces and joy to our hearts. At Ingalls, we know there's no one you'd rather share those miniature, memorable moments with than family. Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo!
From the Ingalls studio,
WPEK Fairview,
WMXF Waynesville,
W225CJ Candler,
the #1 preset in your car, and the new and improved iHeartRadio app. Free. Come get you some of this.
Fire them cannons! By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment.
Oh my God, the Jets killed him.
Welcome into the Sportsocracy. It is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400. The Sportsocracy coming to you live from the Ingalls studio.
I really hope at least one person that watches us on YouTube can read lips. As if they can, because you would literally just flash up on screen right as you said something really stupid.
Just kind of having some fun here on an
Overreaction Monday.
It is week 1 of the college football season this week. We are at the end of the preseason of the NFL. It is the precipice of the start of the Ingalls Living the Dream Tour.
This is the last live show.
The last time.
That I will be here for before Thursday, which is, that's go day.
Mm-hmm.
That's go day.
It is. It is.
Because I will be gone tomorrow, and we're preempted on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm. That is correct. That is correct. Today's daily draft, Jeremy Green, as we look forward to the NFL season a week from this Thursday. By the way, our first appearance at Bear Smokehouse Barbecue for Thursday nights with the Sportsocracy. Anyhow, as we prepare for that, the preseason has wrapped up. I don't know that we learned anything from the preseason other than there are going to be some rookies who start pretty well.
You know what I learned from the preseason?
What is that?
Man, the preseason
blows.
Sucks.
We had the same.
God,
we had the same takeaway.
It's like you tease me with, "Hey, I know you're starving to death. You can have this and not die." Oh, but it's a preseason.
But
I think I'd rather die.
Yeah,
I think I'd just die.
Just rather wouldn't. Rather not do it. NFL playoff teams. That is today's daily draft. Jeremy, what is this? Who you're most confident will make the NFL playoffs?
Yep. So both of us get 6 picks.
Okay.
Once you take a team, I can't take them. Once I take a team, you can't take them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we'll see who comes up with more playoff teams when we get to January.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Number 1 pick.
Go ahead.
The Baltimore Ravens.
That would not have been my first pick, but it would probably have been my second.
Well, the Baltimore Ravens, to me, are a team that is ready to continue a push at the head of this division. Whether or not they're ready to win a Super Bowl, that I do not know.
They are my pick to win the Super Bowl.
But I do not feel like there is a team that is even close to what they are in their division. The Browns are terrible. They're not worth discussing. The Pittsburgh Steelers have Aaron Rodgers as their quarterback, and I have no faith that that's, one, going to last throughout the entire season, and two, whether or not it'll do any good even if it does. And then there's the Cincinnati Bengals, who can't defend a desk chair, as Jeremy likes to say. The Baltimore Ravens are head and shoulders the best team in that division.
I agree with you, but there is one team that is head and shoulders or more better than their team in their division, and that would be the Buffalo Bills. Mm-hmm. Nobody circles the god-awful AFC East like the Buffalo Bills.
Guaranteed spot in the playoffs.
Good Lord, that division is just a gross fest.
Well, we kind of think the New England Patriots aren't going to be completely terrible.
But they're real young.
They are.
They are real young. To me, there is no shot the Buffalo Bills don't win this division.
Agreed.
And I think they're going to win it in a walk.
Agreed. I mainly just took the Baltimore Ravens so you couldn't have them. Because I know they're your Super Bowl champion.
They are.
I agree with you that the Buffalo Bills. If I had to bet my house on one team to win their division, it would be the Buffalo Bills.
I would agree with that. I'm pretty confident of my second pick, though, too.
Okay.
I don't know that I have to take. I know I have to take the team I'm going to take. I don't know that I would have to take the team that I want to take.
Okay.
My second pick is Philadelphia Eagles. Not as the division winner, but I don't see any way you miss the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Washington could win that division wouldn't shock me at all. It would stun me if both of those teams weren't in the playoffs.
Agreed.
Because I just look at the NFC and go, man, the depth is not really here. Because there's no other team in the NFC East that I'm worried about. It's Commanders, Eagles, end of message.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really concerned about much in the NFC North. The NFC South is a graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get to the NFC West. I think all four of those teams could end up in the playoffs. It wouldn't shock me at all. If you told me that you got one team per division and then 3 NFC West teams, it wouldn't shock me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Washington is or Philly, whoever doesn't win the
All right, you got Buffalo Bills, Philadelphia Eagles.
I feel very good.
Two teams from the East. Yes. Okay. If you didn't take Philadelphia, I was going to take both Philadelphia and Washington with my next selection, so I will start out here taking the Washington Commanders and the home of the future NFL MVP, Jaden Daniels.
I need you to stop saying that. Actually, the guys in Washington called. They're about to send you a cease and desist.
Please stop.
You're not going to say that anymore because we've heard about you.
With Terry McLaurin now sewn up, we felt pretty confident that was going to happen. Jeremy outright told us it was going to happen.
And by 20 minutes.
And it has come to fruition, yes. The deal has been done with Terry McLaurin. He's now signed the extension, 3 years, $96 million to stay with the Washington Commanders. And I don't see how, like you, Jeremy, both of these teams are not in the NFC playoffs. My next selection is just to see how much of a rise I can get out of Jeremy Green, because I'm going to take the Los Angeles Chargers.
And now I'm going to punch you in the face.
I feel really confident.
You should.
That the Chargers are, not that they're going to win the division, because I've said I still believe that Kansas City's probably going to win this division. However, it's hard for me to believe that the roster here that has been put together for the Chargers is somehow going to be one of the is going to be the 8th best team in the AFC. There's no way.
I don't see a path.
There's no way to me that happens. I am in hard with all of the things that are going on with the Chargers. I've always liked Justin Herbert. I am an Marion Hampton fan because he's going to look real good in those powder blues as he did all throughout his college days. Ladd McConkey, you all know how I feel about him. And I feel like they've got pretty much every position just kind of sewn up. It's one of the most complete teams in the NFL, and I don't see how at the end of the season they're not 11 wins or better, and that's the low side.
I'm right there with you. And I will tell you, they were not coming back to you.
Let's remember Jim Harbaugh year 2. It's usually
tends
really
to go
good.
real well. Okay, so that was not the team that I was talking about just moments ago that I said I didn't think I had to take, and I was right, because my next one is the Detroit Lions. I don't see anybody in that division beating them.
Agreed.
I can't get there. I can't see it being Jordan Love. I don't think that defense is good enough. I can't see it being J.J. McCarthy. That defense probably is good enough, but I think the offense is going to be gross. And I don't buy the Chicago Bears at all. So to me, Detroit's a layup. Just a layup to get in. Short of, and obviously all of these teams, injuries can derail this. But
of course.
No way to forecast that.
Mm-mm.
The Chargers were going to be my other team. And you took the Commanders just to be a jerk.
I did.
God, you're the worst. You were a terrible person. I have several that I feel pretty good about.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go the Houston Texans here just because that division's so bad.
Yes.
I think 2 of those teams are going to be awful.
That was going to be one of the ones that I took off your hands if you did not take it yourself. I don't buy anything else that's happening in the South. You said you're coming around to the Jacksonville Jaguars earlier in the program, but is that you're coming around to the point where you feel like this is a playoff team?
I think the AFC to me is more set in stone because, I'll be honest with you, I think I could pick all 7 playoff teams, and there's only one that I even kind of doubt myself on.
Mm-hmm.
The thing with the AFC is that you have 3 divisions that to me are going to be cakewalks. Like Colin in our YouTube chat said, why do I get the feeling my Chiefs are not going to be a pick in this draft? I can't tell you they won't be. I can tell you they play in, without a doubt, the toughest division in the AFC, and it just makes it harder for me to feel confident in it.
Right.
Are the Chiefs one of the 6 teams that I just said in my head that's going to make the playoffs in the AFC? Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard. It's hard for me to believe that anybody outside of Baltimore, Houston, Buffalo win the other 3 divisions. The AFC West, I wouldn't be shocked if there's 3 of them that could win it. And frankly, the Raiders are going to be, I believe, closer than people think. Then you get to the NFC, which is just, they have no ducks. They're not in a row. They have squirrels, and they're trying to falafel one another. The NFC is just a madhouse.
Yes, it is. All right, so you go Detroit, Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Well, I will follow up my Chargers pick by taking the Rams. The LA Rams. I can't get it out of my head that they're going to do that. They're going to make the move for Micah Parsons, and I don't know that it's not going to work. And at that point, I don't know. I don't want to say they become the favorite in the NFC. Well, their case just got a lot stronger. I get there are concerns about Matthew Stafford, and God forbid if Matthew Stafford's back does get re-injured and hurt worse and he has to miss time, that's going to be a big problem for the LA Rams.
I couldn't take the Rams not because I don't believe in them, but for the same reason I haven't taken the Chiefs. That division is going to be evil.
Yes. But my next selection is going to be the Kansas City Chiefs. Because what kind of money could I get if I had a 4-way parlay on the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders and the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs to make the playoffs. Because I feel like both of those divisions are going to get 2 in.
I would agree.
Regardless. But I don't feel like I don't feel like the I don't feel like the Kansas City Chiefs are going to be the ones left out. I can't see a path where they're not a part of the equation.
The four you
Let's
said,
say if we
said the Eagles, the Chiefs, the Commanders, and the Chargers?
Yes.
Plus 373.
See, that's decent money.
About almost 4 to 1.
It's not bad. I
And
feel like that's
I
pretty
agree
solid.
with you.
I feel like it's a pretty solid wager.
I'm actually about to make this as we sit.
I don't really see a path beyond it. Denver, maybe they make the playoffs. Okay. But I don't think they're beating Kansas City out.
I don't either.
And I don't think they're beating out the Chargers.
I don't either.
If there's a conference that gets 3 in, I feel pretty confident that's going to be the NFC West.
I would agree with that as well.
And how are the Rams not part of that?
And it's funny you just said that because my next pick is a team that I don't like at all, and I can't see a way that they don't make the playoffs because their schedule's so unbelievably easy. It's San Francisco 49ers.
Mm-hmm.
I just told Adam Harris, who is a lifelong 49er fan, just told him at a draft that you and I did yesterday, I said that team will go 10-7 at worst. At worst. As long as Brock Purdy's upright and the defense is competent, they'll go 10-7, stand on their head. Now, they'll get murdered in the playoffs. But I don't see a way that they're not in.
Yeah.
And I'm having to go confidence here. I mean, because honestly, you've got one pick left, and so do I. And I'm going to have to go a dart throw. And I'm going to take the Denver Broncos.
Okay. That's not a bad dart throw.
I like that a lot better than trying to guess who's going to win the NFC South.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think there are 2 horses in that race, and either one of them very easily could wind up behind the barn before this is all said and done.
Yes.
You don't want to do it. You want to say it, but you can't bring yourself.
I can't do it.
You cannot bring yourself to say Tampa Bay.
I can't say it. I'm trying to think of any other team that I would feel more confident in saying is going to go to the playoffs than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are.
Oh, I have one that I'm more confident of at Tampa than Tampa Bay. And that's with them being the favorite to win their division. It's one of the other teams in that division that we hadn't talked about.
In the West? Mm-hmm. In the Seattle Seahawks.
That's the one.
Yes.
And I'll be honest with you, I almost took them and San Francisco and just said, it's fine.
Right.
Because I like Seattle better as a team. I like San Francisco's schedule better.
Okay. See, I think that's where we could possibly trip up there. Is one of us is going to be right, not both of us. I don't know that there's that it's going to be both of us on San Francisco and Seattle. Could be.
If I were betting right now, I would say it's the 2 from the East, Washington, Philly, division winners, Detroit, and I'm going to say Atlanta because I don't have the confidence in Tampa Bay, but I'm not confident in that at all.
Yeah.
And then 3 from the NFC West. And I'll be honest with you, I think Arizona would probably be my next pick.
I would take Tampa Bay before Arizona.
I don't think I would. Because literally, you're not making the playoffs if you don't win that division. Because I don't think there's one team in that division that's winning more than 9 games.
Could be.
Your road schedule.
That's about tracks.
Your road schedule is awful.
Oh yeah, it's terrible.
It's awful.
Yeah, we've been through it. It's not good. We get it. There are a lot of potential trip up games for Tampa Bay in there as well. confidence is not high. However, we'll see if we can win is this fifth in a row? Or will this be 4 in a row?
This might be 5 in a row.
I think this might be 5 in a row. Yeah, we've won 2 with Baker and 2 with Tom. Even though we had a losing record for one of the ones with Tom.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
This will be 5. This will be
This
5
will be 5 in a row.
The Saints had won 4 in a row before you.
You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400.
Our darkest hour.
It's destruction on a level I never really knew could exist.
Was the light of the world.
I've just seen the best of people, and it's been one of the most amazing things to come out of such of a hard time, you know.
The world saw us work together.
So many volunteers, so many people are, keeping us all together, and that's what we're here to do.
To this day, we'll stay together. You and us. Western North Carolina's lifeline during the storm. We are News Radio 570 WWNC.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
I'm Dan, he's Ty. Hello. And we're the Solid Verbal College Football Podcast.
Tune in for previews, recaps, bits you won't hear anywhere else, and all the emotional support you need as a college football fan.
Join us all season long as we ride the roller coaster of this ridiculous sport.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search the Solid Verbal College Football Podcast, and listen now.
We don't just love college football, Ty. We live it.
The iHeartRadio app now has presets.
Just like in the car.
You're our number one. Make us yours. ESPN Asheville, the Mountain's favorite sports station, streaming 24/7. Your home for the Sportsocracy.
Weekdays at noon.
The Tar Heels and Atlanta Braves baseball.
Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports have teamed up under a new local owner to serve our community with the finest custom apparel and unique branded items at the best price. Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports can customize whatever you, your team, or your local group may need with high-quality screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Visit mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com. That's mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com for your local one-stop custom apparel shops.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions. Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
It's time to discover the convenience and time savings of contact-free pickup with Ingles Curbside. Just visit shop.ingles-markets.com or download the app. And your Ingles personal shopper gets to work with specialized training on how to select the freshest items for a pre-scheduled pickup. They'll even text you with updates. You pull up to a designated space and your personal shopper delivers your items right to your vehicle. Fresh, fast, and affordable. It's all in the bag. Ingles. Low prices. Love the savings.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
The Sportsocracy.
Why are you smiling? Because I love football.
We are back in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. Tomorrow is roster cut day. Are there names that you're watching, Jeremy?
Not really. I mean, there are a lot of guys that aren't going to make rosters. I don't think there's going to be as much roster movement. We've seen more trades this year than I'm used to.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you could easily see that continuing. I always laugh at the like Derek Nottie. Derek Nottie signs a deal with the Jets and then immediately gets traded back to Kansas City Chiefs.
Weird.
Why'd you not just sign him in the offseason?
Yeah.
The Jets will have ended up paying him like $8. I just don't. I don't get those things.
Well, maybe you thought you could live without him, and then you realized you couldn't.
I mean, Kansas City was scurrying trying to find a defensive tackle.
Mm-hmm. And maybe that was the case. They just went, you know what? What does it take to get him back? What was the profit you turned on that, I wonder?
Oh, it's a conditional pick. He has to be on the roster for – I think he has to be on the roster for the entire season.
Mm-hmm.
And they trade a 7 for a 6 in 27.
Kyle McCord got released by the Eagles.
He'll be back on the practice squad.
Jack Plummer has not made it for the Carolina Panthers.
Shoot.
He's being waived.
Oh, Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah.
Five-knuckle shuffle himself.
He's not good at football.
No.
He's not good at football, and when you're not good at football, you can't cause problems. He was probably going to get cut anyway, but that was just the nail in the coffin.
I said something on Twitter last night. I said, he punched his ticket to the UFL.
Oh, yes, he did.
Shoot.
Cam Akers doesn't have a job. He got cut. The New Orleans Saints. Like, these are all these are all moves that go, this doesn't move the needle for anybody.
No, it's a lot of guys that I'm looking at the Jets and the Titans have been the last two that did a big batch of cuts, and I'm looking at every single guy on this list going, yeah, he'll be on the practice squad, so will he. There's at least 7 for the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
Many of whom were on their practice squad last year.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers letting go of Anthony Walker as well. Just dead weight. They're all dead weight.
Oh, Kenyon Green. His pour one out for Kenyon Green. This is probably a great time to play
no.
our favorite song.
Yeah, hang on. Here we go.
We'll remember your time with Philadelphia Eagles fondly. The day you were traded there. And now today.
Mm-hmm.
The day that you were cut. That was really the high water marks of your tenure.
I don't think anybody's going to remember today.
By the way, just throwing this out there, and I think I say this every single year when we do the draft.
Yeah.
I will miss on guys.
Mm-hmm.
Usually if I laugh when a selection's made, you should probably put some credence to that. Because I'm batting about 1,000 on, you're not only are you not a first-round pick, you weren't a second-round pick either. And away you go.
I think Kenyon Green falls into that category.
There's one thing I do love about the Philadelphia Eagles. They don't play with this. Like, you are bad. We'll find somebody that's not bad. And I don't care what we spent to get you here.
Mm-hmm.
Go away.
Deadline day is tomorrow. I guess that's the usual 4 o'clock cutoff.
Yes, sir.
For all of this, I guess you see what rookies make the rosters. It's about the most drama that you're going to get out of this. The most impactful newcomers are what's interesting me as to who's going to make the biggest impact for their new team. And for some reason, I keep going back to your boy Sammy.
Sammy D.
Oh, Sammy
MVP.
D. MVP. Because I'm not sure that I'm not sure that I've read more positive articles on any player in the preseason process that's going to be a starting quarterback than I have Sammy Darnold.
It's very simple. The beat writers did not think that Sam was as good as he was. Then he comes to Seattle, and I can't tell you how many people I've talked to in Seattle because I'm kind of known as I'm the Sam Darnold defender.
Yeah.
I've been bigger on Sam Darnold than anybody in all of media, probably in this country.
Yes.
And so I got a lot of messages of, did you know he was this good? Yes, I knew he was this good. You got to remember, I saw him with the Jets, and it was like, I always just called him the truffle because it's this thing that everybody loves, and it's surrounded by poop. And that's what it is. That was Sam Darnold's time with the Jets. And then we tried to break him.
tried to break him, and it took him finding a good situation in Minnesota to turn things around. And now he's got his chance to do so in Seattle, and that team looks loaded for bears. One of the reasons I took them in the daily draft. One of the teams I have the most confidence in making the playoffs. Because if Sam Darnold is what he was last year, how does Jackson Smith and Jigmo not make that work?
Well, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I think what you saw out of Sam Darnold last year, and it's going to sound a little crazy when I say it, but I firmly believe this. I think what you saw out of Sam last year with the Vikings is his floor with the Seahawks.
Okay. What do you mean, stats-wise?
Yeah.
Or okay.
He was a 66% passer. I think it'll be right about there again.
Mm-hmm.
Threw for 4,300 yards. I think he's going to be about right there again because I don't buy into Seattle's running game as much as everybody else does. 35-12. I think the touchdowns probably go up a little bit. I think the interceptions probably come down a little bit.
You know, 40 touchdown year?
I don't know if he gets that high.
Okay. Could be close.
37. I think when I did my fantasy projections, I think I had him at 37-10.
If he does that, then I think it's pretty much a foregone conclusion that he is the best get of the offseason.
I mean, it trips people out when they hear this because Sam's going into his 8th year in the NFL. He just turned 28. I mean, he's still a young guy.
Mm-hmm.
And he's still, to a point, figuring all of these things out because he's thrown 23-56. He's thrown 2,300 passes in his career. Do you know how many Baker Mayfield has thrown?
How many?
I guarantee you it is way more than that.
I mean, I think he's played more games, hasn't he?
I don't know. That one I don't know the answer to. Let's see. Baker is at 3,400. He's thrown 1,000 more passes than Sam Darnold. He's been in way past happier offenses. I love Sam. You know that. I like this Seattle team. I think Seattle's got a lot to be happy about. Jonathan Welch, on the other hand, not happy about you saying nice things about Seattle. He said, I don't like Tank saying nice things about the Seahawks. You stop that. Stop it right now.
Oh.
Because you're a KOD, and you know it. We have a super chat before we go into the commercial break. It's from Colin. He said, okay, I'm going to take my bias out of it. I understand where you're coming from. The AFC West is the best division in football. I think it's the best division in football by quite a bit. But the Chiefs have gotten better on both sides of the ball. Chiefs are definitely a top 10 team. I would agree with you, they're top 10. If you get into who you feel more confident about, it's hard for me to be confident about non-division winners in the AFC. And I don't know that they're going to win this division. It's kind of the same thing I said about Alabama. Is if you look at this team and you look around, it's not about what happened to Kansas City. It's how much better some of these other teams are. Baltimore right now has the best roster in the NFL, and I don't think it's debatable. Okay. And before you say Philadelphia, look at that 2 deep and compare it to Baltimore's. I promise you'll do the same thing I did, which is Baltimore's so insulated from injuries that it is pathetic. Outside of Lamar Jackson, there's nobody on that team that could get hurt where I go, oh, aghast, clutch my pearls. This team is going to go 5-12. There's not one. Kansas City has a few of those because I don't buy the receiver room as much. If you don't have Chris Jones, I don't know how you're going to get to quarterbacks because he is the push. You lose Trent McDuffie, all of a sudden that secondary looks meager. They're a top 10 team in this league. They're hard for me to have a lot of confidence in because I can't forecast injuries. You know, we don't get a little almanac of, hey, this guy's going to get hurt in week 6. And it is dicier to me with Kansas City. But, I mean, of course it is. You have all these players that are making high-end, top-of-the-industry money. Of course, the middle and bottom of your roster is not going to be as good as some of these other teams. Washington's paying their starting quarterback $5 million this year. You're paying yours $50. One of them is going to be a thinner roster. There's just no way around that.
Right.
The cap is built to keep teams like Kansas City from happening. The only thing is that there's no way to legislate a quarterback as good as Patrick Mahomes. Somebody asked me the other day, where would I have him all time? He's already my 2. Yeah, he's past Montana. He's past Peyton Manning. He's past all of them except Tom, because he's done things that none of the rest of them have.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and by the way, we still got 10 more years of this.
So get used to it.
Yeah.
Get used to it, because this team, even though they may have a hole or two, and their depth may not be great, as long as you got Patty, things are going to go pretty well. You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
All right, this is what weeks are made of when it comes to fall-like weather, and this week is going to be a beautiful one. No rain in the forecast. This afternoon, the sun is going to be out. Now, maybe a few clouds, but mostly sunny will work, so if not there yet, you will be. How about only 78? Tonight, thickening clouds, mid-50s. Tuesday, those clouds go away. Should be sunshine, 78. We are in the 40s Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. Wednesday afternoon, sunshine 75. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Staging.
This report is sponsored by Straight Talk Wireless. Don't let data limits hold you back from being the gift master in the family group chat. Switch to Straight Talk Wireless and get real unlimited data on a reliable 5G network. Straight Talk, available at straighttalk.com or Walmart.
When you bundle renters and auto with Progressive, you can save while protecting your most valuable possessions, like your really expensive limited edition sneakers and your new suit for your cousin's wedding. Except you never actually bought the suit because you can't stop buying sneakers. So you show up to the wedding looking like you're going grocery shopping. But hey, at least your sneakers will look good in the pictures, until you're cropped out of every last one of them. So go ahead and get Progressive, so you can save while protecting the things that matter to you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Lowe's knows that no matter your paint project, saving is at the top of your list. That's why when you shop today, you can buy one, get one free. Select Valspar and HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams. One coat coverage interior paints via rebate. Shop these deals in-store or online today at Lowe's. We help, you save. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. See sales associate for details. Offer valid 8/21 through 9/3.
Live radio, trusted DJs, breaking news, live play-by-play, endless music, and podcasts just for you. It's the free iHeartRadio app. Radio your way. Join the millions who already have it. Download the free iHeartRadio app, the #1 app for radio.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United
Link your Ingalls Advantage card to your child's school, giving the advantage to those who really need it. That's our pledge to you.
Under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
And he swings and hits one deep down the left field line.
Join us for Atlanta Braves baseball on Asheville's #1 sports station, ESPN Asheville.
Back to the wall and blast off.
Coverage on 92.9 brought to you by Parks Ford of Hendersonville.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
We are back in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville, and it's time for the most important message of the day.
Don't do crimes!
And crimes were committed out in front of, the 17 people that were watching the The Raja Jackson professional wrestling fracas that happened in California on Sunday. So an independent wrestling event called Knox Pro Wrestling. They had a guy named Stuart Smith, or Psycho Stu, as he goes by.
Let's go.
Yeah, Psycho Stu. SYKO. Psycho Stu. They were doing like a work, right? They were doing some like event. Raja Jackson, Rampage Jackson's kid, was a part of the event. Now, when I say kid, he's 25 years old. So he's not, a young kid. Should know better, if I'm being honest. Well, during the spot, Raja Jackson picks up Psycho Stu and rocks him to the canvas. You can see on the video the dude's head just rocked, and he was cold as soon as he hit the mat. The back of his head crashed to the canvas. And then Raja goes full Rampage on his face. I mean, just bare knuckle, no holds barred, no pulling punches, just rocks this guy a good, 12 times before somebody got in there. I mean, there was a wrestler standing behind him, and I guess he couldn't really tell if it was real or if he was really hitting him as hard as he could or what, but he didn't do a whole lot to stop Raja at first. And then some guy comes flying out of the corner basically and just tackles Raja, and it took 5 of them to control him. Don't do crimes, because this is going to be for real, like felony assault charges.
No doubt.
Has to be. Because I don't care if you are part of the show. Once the show stops and it starts being real assault, that's a different story. I have not seen any reports that actual charges have been filed. I guess a quote-unquote investigation is still ongoing in this, but thankfully Psycho Stu is reportedly okay. I don't see how he doesn't have a concussion at the very least.
He got his head rocked.
I mean, over and over. Rampage Jackson put out a statement after this saying that he was, of course, thinking about Psycho Stu, the wrestler that was hurt. But he also, kind of trying to blame this on the promoter, that Raja was involved in an incident last week, I guess a sparring incident last week where he got a concussion. He never should have been involved in something like this. His judgment was cloudy. There was a lot of, well, we're sorry, but it wasn't really Raja's fault. And I didn't like that tone of the statement. Some reason I feel like there's going to be a lot of room for official statements in this case. Because you can't do that. You can't just go full bore on somebody, whether you're supposed to be putting on a show or not. That's ridiculous.
My story, also something you can't do, comes from IHOP, and it's about a waitress. She's 26 years old. Her name, Allie Mae Wright. Apparently, she thought that she was working at a Hooters because she had a 51-year-old female patron comes into the restaurant, and she is waited on by Miss Wright, who proceeds to call her a sexy word that I can't say on this show repeatedly, and brings her a milkshake that she didn't order.
Uh-huh.
She then proceeds to sit in her booth with her, rubbing her back, arm, and the outside of her right bosom. She even rested her head on the woman's shoulder. The woman apparently was not okay with this because Miss Wright was arrested for sexually harassing the customer. That's one that you don't get very often. You don't see that very often.
A Hooters waitress.
Nope, she was an IHOP waitress that apparently was auditioning to be a Hooters waitress.
Okay.
Because that, madame, is behavior that works for a Hooters waitress with a gent. You know why? Because dudes are gross.
Not with a 51-year-old woman. It's a bold strategy.
Hey, I mean, apparently she lives by the old adage, older the berry, sweeter the juice.
Don't get that at an IHOP every day.
Nope. No, you don't.
That is. Although, if
now,
they start doing
allegedly-
that at Cracker Barrel, that could save the franchise.
There it is. Come on in, Herschel. This is our waitress. She goes by Cinnamon in her nightlife. But today you can call her Sheila.
That was not where I was expecting to go with that, but okay. That's
Look,
where it took us.
Twin Peaks has run this exact same
It's
promotion
true.
for 40 years.
It's very true. I've seen a lot of those.
Know your audience.
A lot of those Sydney Sweeney jokes on the old Twitter box. It's the only person that can save Cracker Barrel at this point. Wow, IHOP waitresses getting a little frisky. And where was this?
Oh, what city is this? It's Pinellas County.
Oh, that's Tampa.
I was about to say, I
Okay.
thought it was Florida. Because every crazy story I find is hashtag Florida. Really, all you have to do is search hashtag Florida. You probably can figure out where my crime story is going to come every single day.
Yeah, that's St. Pete area. So, yeah. Doesn't really surprise me, I guess. She probably does work at the Pony late at night.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not trying to cast aspersions, but
No, I mean, she got confused, right? She thought she elevated when she was supposed to football.
I was about to say the exact same thing. I was about to say that was the exact joke I was about to tell.
She stripped clubbed when she was supposed to IHOP, and sometimes it goes that way. Oh, unfortunately, we don't have any football going on tonight.
But we only have a few more days of that.
That's true.
There are but 3 more sleeps until it's just football palooza.
Mm-hmm. And we'll be getting underway with the Ingles Living the Dream tour on Thursday. We will have no show tomorrow. We will have Braves on Wednesday. There will be a special college football preview, Sportsocracy style, here on Thursday while we make our way up to Raleigh for the big East Carolina NC State matchup to kick off our 6 games in 5-day whirlwind tour around the Southeast.
It's going to be nuts. I've tried scheduling this out. I mean, whoever's driving is going to be driving, and whoever's not driving is going to be sleeping. It's the only way it works.
Absolutely. It's going to be.
We'll be doing a ton of stuff for social media. You'll see, obviously, a lot of pictures, just like you did last year. We're going to take some videos from the tailgate. We have some very sweet microphones now that plug into all of our cameras.
Mm-hmm.
And they go up to 500 feet. So it's going to be a fun time.
We can do a lot of fun stuff. And we will be all season long here in the Sportsocracy, covering the NFL, college football, each and every day for you. We're going to really focus in on some of Jeremy's big diamonds in the rough in the NFL draft coming up. Do you pay much attention, or do you have your ways to pay attention to summer camps and things like that with colleges? There's way fewer eyeballs on those.
So I do, in that, I talk to people that are beat writers or whatever the case may be, and they tell me kind of guys to keep an eye on. Obviously, it's guys, a lot of guys that are in my rankings are guys that I saw last year.
Mm-hmm.
Might be in a new place, coming from the transfer portal or whatever. And then I have to make some judgment calls. There are guys that come somewhat out of nowhere. I watch games, I think, differently than most people do. Most people don't take notes like they're watching a dissertation during football games. I have notebooks that are just literally game at the top, split down the middle, and numbers. And it's guys that I saw that I don't know exactly who they are, but I saw a play. They had something that I want to go back and figure out who that is and then was that a one-off? Or when I start seeing the same number repeatedly, that's when I go, okay, this is a big riser.
Right. This is a guy we got to watch.
This is a big riser. And I have those. Usually if you find a guy that I just wax poetic about that's a 3rd, 4th, 5th round pick, it's because he was one of those guys. That the more I watch that team, that dude just shines through on the tape. And a lot of times when I start doing the deep dive and I start specifically watching that one guy, I actually even like him better than I did because I'm seeing only plays where he was the culmination. Because when you're watching a game live, that's all you're really seeing. Like even watching it the way I do, you don't get a good enough angle until you get the all-22, and then you can see everything that went away from the ball. Because the camera's following the ball. That's all they really care about. This is entertainment purposes for 99.9% of people that are watching this. But then I can go back on the all-22, and I've got a breakdown of play-by-play, what to look for, because this is what happened. And I will say this. If anybody ever breaks into my house and they find those notebooks, they're going to report me to the authorities because it's going to look like I'm the Unabomber.
Right. It looks like he's trying to crack some kind of spy code or something.
Is this a hieroglyph? What you trying to break a cipher here, bro?
Right. I mean, I don't feel like there's there's way less of the, so-and-so really looked bad at camp today coming out of colleges.
For sure. I mean, you just don't have to give as much information. And there's not as much media.
Right. You don't have to, plus you don't have to give as much access.
Sure.
As they do in the NFL. And it's easier for you to protect some secrets throughout the college fall camps. But not that any of that is really going to matter. Once it all gets kicked off this Thursday, we'll have the coverage of the NC State East Carolina game on our sister station, News Radio 570 WWNC on Thursday night. The coverage, of course, here on ESPN Asheville, the North Carolina Tar Heels and Texas Christian on Monday night, bookending the opening week of college football, or the rest of the opening week of college football. We got to do away with week 0. Either we do away.
Fine. It's just a little flabbergasted. Next year it's TCU and Carolina. That's who's playing in the Ireland game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that sucks.
Or do we start positioning it now and we go to Ireland?
Well, that's why I said that sucks, because I was talking to my wife while we were watching the Kansas State game, and I said, hey, wouldn't that be cool if we could go to Ireland and watch somebody like Carolina? Because Georgia's definitely never going to be in that game.
No.
Right? Georgia's not giving up that gate, or America's not giving up that gate wherever Georgia's going to play if they get a big week 1 matchup. Oh, man, that's going to have to be a discussion with my wife now. Thanks for ruining that for me.
Hey, it's not my fault. They announced it during the game.
Really?
So, yeah.
Did they? Mm-hmm. I missed that. So UNC and TCU will kick off next football season in Ireland. Maybe the time. I got to make the trip overseas.
It means I need a passport.
I think I was getting ready to say, I think I'm going to need to get a passport before then. I'm still
You should order it now. It'll probably be here about the time we need it a year from now.
No, see, those go through the post office, though, and that's different. They'll get that done much quicker than the DMV will get you done here in the state of North Carolina.
As someone who once worked for the Postal Service, I would not adhere to, because that's not a hard and fast rule.
I mean, I guess.
The U.S. Postal Service and the WNBA are the only 2 companies that have lost money every single year they've been in existence. And yet somehow they keep existing. Be nice to your postman. They deal with a lot of crap back at the office. Okay?
All right, you're in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. It is kickoff week here in the Sportsocracy. Living the Dream Tour starts on Thursday, and tune in at noon on Thursday for our college football preview. We will see you then.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
All right, this is what weeks are made of when it comes to fall-like weather, and this week is going to be a beautiful one. No rain in the forecast. This afternoon, the sun is going to be out. Now, maybe a few clouds, but mostly sunny will work, so if not there yet, you will be. How about only 78? Tonight, thickening clouds, mid-50s. Tuesday, those clouds go away. Should be sunshine, 78. We are in the 40s Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. Wednesday afternoon, sunshine 75. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Staging.
This report is sponsored by RenewalByAnderson.com.
This last week in August, Renewal by Anderson makes upgrading easy. Buy one window or door and get your second 40% off. Plus 0 down, 0 interest for 5 years. Hurry, this special August offer won't last. Call Renewal by Anderson today.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check if they're going for it on 4th down, before going to the concession stand.
Yeah, give me 3 hot dogs, 2 jumbo touchdown, baby! What?
Hey, buddy, you want cheese with those?
Yeah, checking first is smart.
No.
So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
And he swings and hits one deep down the left field line.
Join us for Atlanta Braves baseball on Asheville's #1 sports station, ESPN Asheville.
Back to the wall and blast off.
Coverage on 92.9 brought to you by Parks Ford of Hendersonville.
In the last one, dolphins have names for each other. That is actually a fact, and they use signature whistles to call those names.
But a squeal is not a name.
It's a whistle, not a squeal.
But whatever, it's not a name.
Who are you to tell dolphins how to use their own language?
First News on 570.
How do you know that it doesn't transfer to like Bob?
Weekday mornings at 6 on News Radio 570 WWNC.
Marconi finalist. Do it again.
I can't now.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like wanting a psychic that helps you, but getting one that just ruins surprises.
I see the season finale. Steve's the killer.
Well, that's ruined.
Don't settle for just any insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Sometimes it's the little victories that mean the most. Those everyday celebrations that bring a smile to our faces and joy to our hearts. At Ingalls, we know there's no one you'd rather share those miniature, memorable moments with than family. Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
This season, the Ingalls Living the Dream Tour rides again, and this time, we ride together.
Thanks to fine partners like Clarissa Sells, WNC.com, the Sportsocracy has teamed up with Appalachian Motor Coach to ride with you in style to some of the best games around.
Click on Living the Dream 2, TOO.com, to see the schedule and pick your destination.
You buy the ticket, we'll get you to the game. No worries about parking, and we have the food and drinks covered as well, with a special thanks to Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue and Cultivated Cocktails.
Live the dream with us. Living the Dream 2, TOO.com.
Clarissa Sells WNC is the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have: Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue in Asheville has two things that all Sportsocracy fans crave: bold flavors and big portions. Oh, yeah. And they've got the balls. Bear's famous bear balls are packed with mac and cheese, pulled pork, cornbread, and deep fried and then topped with bacon and cheese sauce. this is the place to be. Live music on Saturdays and the first Sunday of every month. They partner with the Guitar Bar to host Mr. Jimmy's Barbecue Blues. Bear Smokehouse Barbecue in downtown Asheville and South Asheville.
Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports have teamed up under a new local owner to serve our community with the finest custom apparel and unique branded items at the best price. Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports can customize whatever you, your team, or your local group may need with high-quality screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Visit mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com. That's mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com for your local one-stop custom apparel shops.
This is an all-new era of Carolina football.
Cost at the 40, cuts back. Cost at the 20. Caleb to the house. Touchdown, Carolina.
Monday, September 1st, the Tar Heels enter the Bill Belichick era as they welcome TCU to Kenan Stadium. Pre-game coverage starts at 7 p.m., kickoff at 8 on your home for Carolina football.
Asheville's home for the Tar Heels is ESPN Asheville.
It's time to discover the convenience and time savings of contact-free pickup with Ingles Curbside. Just visit shop.ingles-markets.com or download the app. And your Ingles personal shopper gets to work with specialized training on how to select the freshest items for a pre-scheduled pickup. They'll even text you with updates. You pull up to a designated space and your personal shopper delivers your items right to your vehicle. Fresh, fast, and affordable. It's all in the bag. Ingles. Low prices. Love the savings.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
From the Ingles studio,
WPEK Fairview,
WMXF Waynesville,
W225CJ Candler,
the #1 preset in your car, and the new and improved iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded